jumped Dr. Troy just like a little bit. Okay, I jumped him gently. He's fine.
Yeah, getting it.
No sound.
Oh
There we
man, I
are.
didn't hear about the gently jumping something.
That's okay. They don't need to hear about the gently jumping someone.
No,
That's
Okay.
We may have been tossing ourselves there. So,
Hello.
and by that I mean terms of service violation, not anything else you perverts were thinking about. Too early for
hello?
perversion.
No, it's not. Hello there.
Can you hear us
Good
now?
morning.
Yeah, they can hear us
morning.
now.
Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Monster Hearts, the Breakfast Club.
Pervert
Where we-
edition.
AKA M's on some shit for some reason.
I
But of course,
actually
that's nothing new.
I went to bed early last night, so
The gasp.
I did too. 6 a.m. Just kidding. I'm totally paused.
Oh my god.
I was about to say, did you go to bed at 6 a.m.? How dare you? How dare
No,
you?
I did not. I actually managed to go to bed by 3, I think.
Okay, so hello, good morning. It is Monster Hearts. As we are aware, if you're not 18, then you're 12. Please leave. Monster Hearts is 18 plus content. We do talk about serious adult themes. Some, if you are triggered by any adult themes, if you need to step away, that's fine. Your mental health comes first.
That's right. Get the fuck out of here.
-1. Okay.
All right.
Oh, it's going in the notes. It's going in the notes.
All right,
It's
cool.
going in the
Awesome.
notes.
I did what I needed to. Got it.
All right. So, Ray, is there any announcements before Milagros does our lovely 5-minute recap?
Yeah, fuck Geek Grind Coffee.
Finally, someone says it.
What?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't catch
No.
it?
Yeah.
What happened?
They support a show that is a right-wing alt
Oh, for
geek commentary show that is nothing but gaslighting and fucking misogyny, and it's fucking horrible. And they have 3 different flavors of coffee named after it. And
Yeah, so,
I emailed them and
y'all.
contacted them across every single social media, and they would not respond to me. So we are ending our partnership with them as effective immediately, and they can fuck off and die. But we are still giving away this incredible set of books if you follow us here. D&D Core Set, Player's Guide, Monsters Manual, DMG. It is the limited edition foil cover, and you will get this when we hit 1,000 followers here on Twitch, which sounds like a big number, but we're actually at 936, so we are getting ever closer to that goal, and thank you all for the help with that. Also, do not forget, every single show, we give away raffle tickets for our Mini of the Month, and this month, where is he? There he is. This month, It is that's still Asmodee. I changed that up. It is a new one because it is the mini that goes along with the set after Asmodee. The sets are from a company called Arch Villain Games, and they basically make the 3D models that we actually print from. And so this month's mini is another mini out of the set called Speak of the Devil 2, and I'm finding him right now. Shit. I go through 17,000 folders. And here he is. I'm about to make him bigger. Because he's tiny. But this is the mini. It is called Astaroth. He's the Archdevil of Wrath. This guy is on there's a 150 millimeter base, so it's almost a 6-inch wide base. And you can see from the size and height of the model, he's probably close to maybe 10 inches tall. I mean, this is a 4K mini, so the quality of the mini you see in the picture is the quality the print will come out as. The print qualities are amazing, and we are going to be giving this away at the end of this month. The last day you can get tickets for this is going to be on Kingdoms of Mist on the 28th, and we're going to be doing the giveaway on Ivy's stream on the 30th for Pure Havoc. And so be sure to be listening. We'll have a 20-minute period and randomly selected. And when we have that period come up, we will announce it in chat, and you will be able to put in a keyword into chat to get your raffle tickets. That is all. Bye-bye.
Ah, yes. Okay. Milagros.
And stop.
Yep.
It's his.
Wait.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
No,
Let me get my
and
timer.
start.
You should
Let
have
me
been
get my timer.
prepared.
I'm not listening to you, Seb. You already have a -1.
And join the club. It's fun.
No, I'm a good bean. I'm getting a +1.
That means you're a coward.
All right, ready? One,
It's called
two,
Teacher's Pet.
ready?
Okay.
Ready? One.
Yep.
Oh no, I don't need 5 hours. No.
Yes,
5
hours.
That's 2 hours longer than the show.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so we start with Reese, and him at the coroner's office. What's he been up to? He's with Siobhan. Wisteria's body is dropped off. There isn't that much left, but this person who looks like Vincent, but who isn't Vincent, shows up. It's Vincent's brother, Cecil. They have kind of a sort of a tense interaction. Cecil talks about how he's the one in charge of the Two Hearts restaurant where Reese took Brona, and that he could, like kind of help him with stuff, but he's also a devil. So there's that whole thing. And then he tells Reese that somebody is with Brona and acting, kind of sus, so Reese texts her. So we cut to Brona and the group. Her ex is here talking to her and just gaslighting her. It's this really awful interaction. The ex blames her for their breakup, all this stuff. She's terrible. Mihai's like, fuck you. This is my friend under my protection, bitch. And then it turns out that the ex is a nymph and can literally hurt people just by existing in their proximity. So everybody gets injured because she's just so hot. She walks off and starts like killing, grass and shit. Very, very toxic. Over to Optica and Amos because Optica stole evidence that's in a part of an active murder investigation, and they have to go get it before the cops get it. So Optica's talking to Amos, reveals that they are not just a regular mortal, that they are a seer. Amos and them chat a little bit about Wisteria and how Optica stole evidence because they wanted to know what happened with Wisteria because they were kind of close. Amos is like, you gonna hurt my mom's feelings, I'll fucking ruin your life. And Optica's like, no, it's just like we're both goth, like they were my friend. And Optica makes the huge mistake of using the elevator. The elevator's fucking broken, and there's just fucking blonde in there. A blonde who knows about the bird. This is Corvus, the brother of Cassiopeia, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so the elevator stops working. Optica immediately starts freaking out because claustrophobic. We go over to Ezekiel to see what the fuck he's been up to. He was called to Misty's office. Misty looks like shit. Her arm is in a sling. She had issues with Kitty, and Dr. Troy's in the other chair. He attacks Dr. Troy. Only a little. He enters his darkest self. He's brought to the police station, but Yasmin posted his bail. So, and he got a text from Buffy, I believe, who was like, "What the fuck are you doing with Yasmin?" And Yasmin's like, "Someone's posing as you." And she wants him to come back and kill Marco. She reveals that she's no longer really in control of the gang because the person who was her right hand, Patrick, Brona's brother, kind of basically took over. Oh, sorry, that was just like that was my like TLDR for myself. I will change that. But yeah, they have a little exchange. Ezekiel makes Yasmin cry because she sucks and she deserves it. And he levels up. Yeah, it's this whole fucking thing. Fuck her. I don't like her. Back at the picnic tables, Buffy comes back and is like, "What the fuck?" And shows a text that Ezekiel's like, "What are you talking about? I've been at the station all day." So there's this, someone's impersonating him. And yes, Buffy says that she saw someone who looks like Brona but male. Oh my gosh, it's her brother, who probably blocked Cordelia because she's kind of been the in-between middle person so that Brona could still have some kind of contact with him.
50 seconds.
God fucking damn it. The bodies arrived at the coroner's office. Wisteria was killed with silver, like 3 huge pieces of silver. Optica's in the elevator, continues to panic. There's some banter, but that doesn't really matter right now. Ezekiel goes over to the picnic table to talk, and Buffy asks what the fuck was going on with Yasmin, so he kind of explains the situation. Reese makes it to campus and speaks to Dr. Hayden. He encounters Nikki and finds out that, yes, she's still alive. Optica goes to Amos's room with Corvus, and he calls her Dolores again. Optica uses gaze into the abyss and sees shadows in all the photos. So somebody's messing with it. It's Corvus. And then Mihai and Ginger have a pretty heartfelt exchange. Reese gets tacos by himself, and then everybody agrees to kind of split off and then meet up again to share all the information that they're getting.
Did you catch all that? There'll be a test later.
You missed one key point. Reese told Ezekiel he has a meeting with Nikki that night.
Yes, he does. 10 p.m. at their spot or something, so that they can deal with their whole thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right. Who did I leave off with?
Reese had gone back to the coroner's office.
Yeah,
because he was taking food to Siobhan.
I don't know.
And I said the sun was setting, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
The sun's getting low, big guy.
You had left with Brona calling herself an Uber to go see Patrick at his apartment. But right before that, Ezekiel had freaking ripped the paper off of.
He met the Kitsune.
Yeah, he met the Kitsune and just just took her shit.
Yes. So we will go back to Ezekiel.
Oh fuck.
Because Brona is not here.
Right. Well, I mean, we did have that conversation though, kind of luckily.
I think we're all completely okay if you just want to fuck with Brona for a while since she's not here.
Oh, yes.
Please, that's so mean.
No, because she's not here to deal with the emotional damage. So, yes, you met Haru.
I completely understand.
Yes, you met Haru. And she's like, I didn't do it. I have no idea. You took her phone. You handed back the phone. She just looks at you funny and then goes.
Right.
So what are you going to do? Because you left Buffy.
Bad phrasing, but sure.
Canceled. Minus 100.
Okay, you left
Wait,
Buffy
no.
behind.
Wait, no, I think he was about to go look for Buffy because it was mentioned that Buffy was just waddling out of the
Yes,
the dorms in a blanket burrito.
all the blankets. Yes,
Yeah.
she is.
To feed
Yeah,
ducks.
Yeah, Buffy's at the lake feeding ducks. That's where you were gonna go find her.
Right.
And y'all sent a group text. You sent, I think, a group text saying Buffy went to go feed the ducks.
Sure.
If that is in the notes, Milagros, about a text, hold on. M is trying to function.
Mihai's gonna look at Ginger and go, "Is that code for therapy?"
No.
Kind of, in some cases.
Yep. Yeah, he
It
texted
is a-
Brona about Buffy trying to feed
Brona.
the ducks.
Brona. Okay.
Yeah.
So Buffy is sitting in this big blanket burrito with a bag in her hands and is like taking something out of the bag and just throwing it at the water at the ducks.
I feel like it's not even like trying to feed the ducks; it's just throwing the bread at
She's
the ducks.
pelting
It's
the
not
ducks
bread.
with bread.
It's not bread. It is
Well,
not bread.
You know what I mean.
Ducks aren't supposed to have bread anyways.
You know what I mean, though.
It's grapes. She's throwing grapes at.
Oh, she's beaning ducks then.
Yes,
You can get some fucking traction on some grapes, man. Snap that wrist, yeah. You hear that pop when it hits them.
It's pelting ducks.
There's an unconscious swan at the lake's edge now.
Wait, okay, but swans are mean as fuck.
Yeah, they
I
are.
don't
They
care,
are.
They
They
deserve
deserve
it.
it.
That swan deserved it.
Hi! We do not condone hitting ducks or swans with grapes here.
I do condone hitting the swan that was rehabilitated by MIT and immediately bit the scientist who rehabilitated it as its first act of rehabilitation.
They gave it a bionic beak.
Yeah, and it bit the fucking scientist immediately.
It makes perfect sense.
Ah, yes. We may not have a serious game today, but that's fine. Let's.
Let's be honest here. We don't condone it, but we do find it funny.
It is funny.
So Buffy's just sitting there throwing grapes. There's like a couple of them like skip across the lake for a second.
So is the object trying to feed them or to knock them the fuck out?
She is attempting to feed them.
Well, no, that's him asking.
She just looks up and there she is in like the blanket and just looking up at you. I'm trying to feed them.
I don't want to be rude, but I think you're putting a little too much emphasis on the wrist.
She's
One
gonna
duck's
take a
just
grape
flat.
out, look at you. She's gonna look at you for a moment and throw it at you.
Period.
He's not going to resist it. It's a grape.
I'm gonna have her
Oh.
roll volatile
I
for
was gonna
this.
say that's someone who's never been popped with a grape by someone who like has a really good throwing arm. They'll explode. It hurts.
True.
Unless you took him out of the freezer.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, she did?
That kid's
Oh,
you're
fuck.
dead.
Oh God!
That's like a 50
Yeah,
caliber bullet coming at
don't
you, sir.
Don't fucking freezer paintball my ass.
That's 100% what
she
you
got-
did.
Rapey!
She got a 13. She
Yeah.
got a 13.
Oh my god, you're gonna die.
Period.
Okay.
That's two harm.
All right. So
One
in
harm.
Ezekiel's
Ezekiel is dead.
case, like he doesn't realize that they just came out of the fucking freezer.
Yeah, so by the way, with the rules that we are going by, I deal you a harm and you are going to choke up and freeze momentarily before you can retaliate.
Yeah, because in this case, it's swack.
It's right in the forehead. Right in the forehead.
What the fuck? Were those in the fucking freezer?
Yeah, I always freeze the grapes for the ducks. They like it that way.
Oh, fuck.
I can throw another one.
No, it's cool. What the fuck? All right.
You're gonna have a little bruise forming in the center of your forehead from this grape.
Yes. God. Fuck. What? Okay. Why are you out here though?
I wanted to feed the ducks.
But you're getting the blankets all dirty.
I don't care.
It's just like they're my blankets.
That's why she doesn't care.
Oh, it hurts.
She'll just even burrito herself a little bit more in the blankets.
And he's not going to try and take the blankets.
Good.
He'll sit down beside her. I'm assuming she's in a bench.
No, she's sitting on the ground close to the water, so part of the blanket is in the water.
Oh. He sits down beside her, legs crossed. She's like, "You okay?"
Nervous.
About
The fact Nikki's back, and you're gonna go talk to her.
yeah. There's a lot of shit that's happening very fucking quickly. I'm not like
Yeah, that's how life happens sometimes.
At the same time, this is a very like specific niche fucking thing.
So did Yasmin really bail you out?
Yeah, it was weird.
I still need to hit her.
Oh yeah, by all means, go for it. I know I said earlier to not bother with her, but at the same time, fuck her.
Speaking of the group text, there's a ding. It is from Jesse, because Jesse was on their way to work.
Okay, you will check the group chat.
There is a video of you getting beamed with a grape.
Jesse is amazing.
It's just like, okay.
I think Jesse is a supernatural, but his only ability is to be at the wrong place at the wrong time for other people.
Reese texts back, 10 of 10, good shot, Buffy.
Ezekiel's just like, just let it go. Let it go.
Buffy's like, what's going on?
He'll show her the thing.
I want a copy of that.
Isn't Buffy in the group text?
Yeah.
She doesn't have her phone with her.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're in the group chat anyway, so.
Oh. Anyways, you do need to talk to Nikki, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Still got your back no matter what.
He'll just kind of lean over, lean his head on where he's thinking her head's at, because like a burrito.
Yep.
I know.
Yep. She's quiet for a moment. And she just watches as a duck comes waddling up. And she'll just like look at the grape in her hand and just slowly reach her hand out, not throwing it.
Right.
She got bit by the duck. And she's like, I deserve that. I accidentally pelted that one earlier.
See?
What, are you gonna bite me next?
There's
You
a
know what?
difference.
I'm gonna take that back. I am gonna take that back.
Yeah, no, Ezekiel's
No,
like, let's be honest here. There's a difference between me biting you and the duck biting you.
Buffy is trying to quickly scramble to get up, and then she trips over the blanket, and then there's a loud splash in the.
There's fucking not.
Yes, there fucking is.
Are you gonna try to catch her?
Yes.
Okay, roll volatile because it is technically. I will count this as intervening against an act of violence.
The violence of gravity.
Get that experience
against
point
Buffy.
and fall in the lake.
Oh my god.
Do I want to add the -1 to this one?
You have.
Yeah, too.
You have to.
First roll.
Ah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. That's fine. 7.
Okay. You successfully catch her. However, there is always a caveat.
Of course.
You both fall in.
I was at least keep her from falling in, but I'll willingly fall in if that's the case.
Nah, y'all both fall in. You caught her, but you both fall in. And the blankets just float on the top of the lake
Not
before they slowly start to sink.
not all of them. But
Is one of them the weighted?
one of them is a weighted blanket.
Ah, yes, the weighted blanket is gone. It is sinking.
Those things are stupid expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
I know.
funny.
Buffy just slowly climbs out of the lake and just sighs like, I just took a shower. I just took a shower.
Ezekiel is also getting out of the lake, but is also like he has grabbed one blanket and is using it to. Actually, no, never mind. Doesn't make sense. So never mind. He is also getting out of the lake.
Oh, we just lost one of your blankets.
It's fine. I have the money to replace it.
Rest in peace. Good blanket. I am so sorry that you went to a watery grave. And then she just starts like, like the very awkward when all of your clothes are just soaked and you have to waddle because it's just very uncomfortable.
Yep.
That's what she's doing to get back to the dorm room.
Yep. Ezekiel sees her awkward waddling and will just go over, we'll offer a piggyback and we'll just walk.
No, she just looks at her. I'm gonna walk. Just let me walk. Let me have this walk of shame. Let me have the walk of shame.
Okay. You sure?
Yes.
All right.
Optica. What were you doing?
Well, maybe getting in a little bit of trouble because Corvus's fucking shadow shit zooming out the window pissed Optica off, so they threw the camera out the window and hit.
Ah, yes.
I believe
You
it hit
Charles.
Yeah, it hit Charles, and so Charles came upstairs and was like, "What the fuck was that?"
And he's holding the camera in his hands.
Yeah. I didn't know anybody was outside. I was just, fuck that thing. It's cursed now.
What do you mean it's cursed?
It's got fucking shadow demons in it.
He'll turn on the camera. And just looks at it. These are all like high exposure pictures. There's nothing here.
There was, and then the shadow demons ate it, and now they look like that.
Shadow demons.
Yes.
I've been around for a very long time. I have never heard of shadow demons.
Okay, I don't know exactly what he is, but he's got the shadows thing going on. It's like a
You hear a
knockoff
voice-
Ezekiel.
You heard a voice behind you. What about shadow demons?
Ah, yes. Professor Ellis.
Hello, Optica. Good evening.
Hi.
Their head is like halfway out of the wall.
Am I missing homework?
No, I'm just bored, and y'all were talking very loudly. So what about shadow demons?
They ate the photos, and now I can't find out what happened to Wisteria.
Interesting. I know quite a bit about shadow demons.
So they are a thing.
Everything is a thing if you really think about it hard enough.
So why did they eat the photos?
I don't know much about photos. But sometimes things don't want to be discovered yet.
I mean, I feel like if someone turns up dead, someone's got to find out why.
Oh, I know what happened. I watched it.
What happened?
2 people showed up, saw claws made out of dripping silver. The poor person didn't even see it coming. Something about cleansing.
Can I use
Anyways.
Can I use Conspiracy Web?
Okay, what are you trying to get with Conspiracy Web on this?
When I manage to connect someone to a mystery or strange event, take a string on them and gain 1 fate.
Okay, what are you connecting Professor Ellis to?
To the to the murder of Wisteria as like a witness.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
So you gain a string on Professor Ellis, and you're gaining a fate.
Do you know who were the 2 people? Or were they in cloaks?
They were cloaked.
Right.
Oh, I need to get back to my tower. Goodbye. And then they just fade.
So, of course. Great timing.
Charles, like, I hate it whenever they're around. The camera died.
Oh, come on!
Amos is just staring at all of y'all like, why? Can y'all please leave my room? Like, can y'all leave my room?
Yeah. Sorry, Amos.
You can make it up. Food?
Yeah.
Amos is a growing bean. They need all of the food.
Yes, they need nutrients.
They need all the nutrients.
They need nutrients.
Oh, sweet tea special.
Like-
Oh,
Is it from Sweet Tea?
No, it's
No.
actually from Numbers.
Oh.
Boogie forward, no boogie.
Oh God, that hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
I haven't stretched like that in 47
Oh.
years.
I see that the Devastator is fully built up.
Yep. But in respect to you and Ivy, I said no on you both. You can't be used on your gates. But the Devastator is ready for launch on either Kingdoms of Mist or on Emerald
It can be
Sentence.
used on my Monday. It could be used on my Monday.
Okay.
It's just with this one, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, you are pushed out of Amos's room. And it's just you and Charles standing there. Oh, that was something.
How awkward is this?
You.
Hmm?
How long have you been on this campus?
Which time? Because I've been here several times.
When was the furthest back? Like, when was the first time?
1842.
Was Professor
It wasn't quite a college yet.
Was Professor Ellis still like alive at that point?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Ezekiel was in town though.
He was?
Mm-hmm.
You forget, he's old as fucking dirt.
Wait.
He's old as
Yeah.
old dirt.
Yeah, Ezekiel was here. So was Vincent. So was Kitty
What was he like?
and Mary. I don't really know. We only crossed paths a couple times. It wouldn't surprise me.
Oh.
I think when I was here in the I was working as a stable hand. At that time, who had the what family took over? It was one of Ellis's like great grandchildren that had the place. Just know there are descendants of Ellis that attend here.
Has the name changed at all?
I mean, Ellis had like 6 kids, so I don't know from after that split off of their kids, how many split off from their kids, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But 2 of the names are Troy and Cosmea. Two of the last names. And Campbell.
Oh. Okay.
You know your friend Brona?
Yep.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Wait a second here.
Hey, what is
Ezekiel's
this?
gonna have
What
his
is this
conspiracy
fuckery
theory.
going on right now?
What's the matter, Ezekiel?
This isn't Ezekiel because Ezekiel isn't here to hear this conversation. But what? Fucking. Oh my God.
Fucking fuckery.
Okay.
So those last names were Cosmea, Troy.
Cosmea, Troy, and Campbell.
And Campbell.
Yep.
Right?
Us.
I love how Lish is not here because they would be screaming in the chat right
for
now.
sure. Oh my gosh.
She probably is listening. She just doesn't have a chance to respond.
Listening.
No, they're
She's
at work.
she was in chat.
Yeah.
But they're at work.
Yes,
So-
they're at work. Yeah, there's Miss List right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Screaming. Okay. Well, is there something I can do to make up for hitting you with a camera?
I'll cash in that favor later. I just need to
Lovely.
No, it's just one of those of I don't know what your boundaries are, and I'd rather have those established.
Okay.
Points at his teeth. Also, I think Fauna would be very upset.
Probably. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We just stopped a turf war between the two of you.
All right.
If you want more information about the history of the campus, go to the library.
Yep, that's probably where I'm headed next.
All right. You have a good night.
Yep.
Try not to be outside too long after dark.
Okay.
That is my advice
checking.
after what happened to Wisteria.
Right. Checking stuff out and bringing it back then.
Do you need me to call Fauna to have her go with you?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
All right. I'll have her meet you at the library.
Thank you.
Yep. And he'll go off. See, despite being blonde, he's a nice person.
Well, because all of the evilness of the blondes is concentrated now, so Charles gets a pass.
Is he concentrated in Finn or something?
No, it's in Corvus.
Wow.
Oh, it's in Corvus. Oh, okay, got it.
Corvus is sucking all the blonde
I thought
shit
Corvus
into
had
you.
like
all the
white
blonde-
hair.
He gets just blonder every second.
Now, Reese, you're
Uh-huh.
at work. You
Yep.
were going to contact Vincent.
Yep, texting him, just kind of sitting in the office. I'm like, I know where the body is.
There's immediate phone call.
I pick it up.
And you hear very slurred speech. What do you mean you found the body? What do you mean?
You know the body that disappeared a few years ago?
Which one?
Marco.
Polo.
The gang member that was torn to shreds.
I wouldn't really call him a gang member. It was more like a bunch of people that were just doing dumb shit. Because teenagers.
Dr. Troy reanimated him.
Are you sure it was Dr. Troy?
He also brought Nikki back.
Okay, I knew about that.
We're going to put a pin
But-
in that one.
But why would Dr. Troy bring back somebody that hurt his precious little baby so much?
Well, no, wait, it wasn't Dr. Troy. It was Campbell. The guy who works at the bursar's office.
I was about to say your girlfriend did it?
No, her brother.
Hold on, Mr. Grumpy Pants from the verse? No.
He's a necromancer.
Hi, Cecil. Oh, you brought me bread.
What?
Hello, Cecil. You brought me bread. You're such a nice little brother.
Cecil, sober him up, please.
There is no response from Cecil, and you just hear chuckling and be like, I got you more tequila.
Oh God. He is a devil. We can't expect much of him.
Yep. Yeah, no, Reese just hangs up at that point because he knows it's a fruitless effort at this point.
So, Siobhan peeks out of the autopsy room. You can go ahead and go home.
I got paperwork.
It's already done.
All right. Call me if there's anything that comes in. Vincent's still wasted in Vegas.
That doesn't surprise me. It's Vincent. Did he go get a perm again?
Yeah. Because I'm sure Cecil sent me a picture of Vincent with the perm.
Oh, it is a perm, but it's not the normal perm.
Did he get it bleached? Did he get it bleached?
He has some beautiful beach waves.
Oh, I sit there and I send the picture to Siobhan.
She just looks at it and just like, oh no, I'm putting this as my wallpaper because this will make me laugh every day.
All right. So, all right, I'm gonna head home. Call me if there's anything that comes up.
Yep.
Because technically, I'm the coroner for until he gets back.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I've been here longer than anybody.
There's just a grimace of a smile of her just trying to be genuine, but it's not really genuine. It's the painful smile, like, oh, we're fucked.
Yeah. So just call me if anything comes up. I'll be back in the morning.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night. Then Reese goes out to his car because he's been driving his car a little bit more and drives home.
You drive home, you see Patrick's apartment lights on.
Reese just kind of sits out in his car and watches.
From the way that the window is, and you see a feminine figure and, of course, Patrick. They seem to be having a heated discussion. It's not full-blown yelling.
Mm-hmm. I just kind of sit there, window down. Just...
You don't really hear much.
Well...
However, you do hear one thing. From your apartment, you hear the crying of your cats. It is dinner time.
Yep, I get out. I get out and I go up and feed the babies.
The babies are very happy to see you.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them does try to slip out the door the moment you try to open the door.
No. I walk them all back in and give them their favorite foods. Then I sit on the couch and try to listen through the paper thin walls of these apartments.
It's not paper thin.
Oh.
These are nice apartments. These are nice apartments.
Then I sit still and bask in the smell of ammonia.
Are they good bad apartments or bad good apartments?
They're good apartments. They're decent.
They're like, high end because...
Oh, they're good apartments. Okay, He's got money.
Yeah, there's like a gate. There's like a gate that you have to get like a barcode scan on the sticker on your car to get into it and everything.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm too broke for this. Okay.
He's got actual money. He's got a job.
Yeah, he's the head mortician.
Now, and all he has to do is kill someone off in Vegas and he gets to keep the job.
I'm not going to kill my boss.
No, but you can have have his brother kill him.
Yep.
No, I don't want to work for Cecil.
You don't work for Cecil. He's not the coroner.
Cecil's best boy, though.
Mm-hmm.
Cecil's best boy?
Yeah, but then we'll have infighting between Cecil and Marianne, and we don't want that.
I'm pretty sure Marianne's content with the diner. I could be wrong, though.
Anyways, but I sit there and just kind of hang out with my cats.
You hang out with your cats for the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Reese is an old cat lady.
I love it! Okay, now, Mahai, y'all are at the beach. Y'all watch the sun go down.
Mm-hmm.
Ginger had a wonderful, kind of a heart-to-heart with you. And you got to see a side of her that wasn't fully energetic.
I'm assuming that I've actually probably seen this before.
But not for very long.
Yeah.
But not for very long.
This is when she's feeling vulnerable in some way, shape, or form.
Yep.
Got it. Not taking notes for later.
Yeah, she definitely built her little sandcastle.
Gotcha. I definitely fell on it.
The moment you fall on it, she looks pretty upset.
It's like, I look at it. It's like, how else are we gonna build a bigger one?
I spent hours on that.
I was looking at her. It's like, you literally spent 20 minutes on it. I've been sitting right here with you.
I was about to do a boat.
Canceled.
Yep, canceled.
So Mihai's fine. I am sorry. Now we go get ice cream.
I'm not in the mood for ice cream.
Oh shit! It's much worse than I thought.
Yeah.
What are you in the mood for?
I kind of want to go get the cheap mac and cheese, like the Kraft box mac and cheese. Like, even though I like the bougie mac and cheese, sometimes you just gotta have that garbage.
Mihai's got a
Right?
very confused look in his face. He's like, what other type of mac and cheese is there? What is a bougie?
Velveeta
Okay.
cheese.
Okay, you know what? I need to make you baked mac and cheese at some point from scratch.
We would have to have access to an oven.
Yeah, the dorms have a kitchen area which has an oven in it.
Have you ever opened that thing?
I've already cleaned it. I clean it once a week.
They let them have it.
Oh yeah, my college dorm, we had a kitchen with like 3 ovens and like 4 stoves
Wait,
in
hold
our
on.
dorm.
Hold on. Clarification real quick. Which one has she cleaned? Does she clean once a week? Is
She
the one over
rotates
in
it.
the female dorm, or is it the one in the male dorm?
He does not clean the one in the male dorm, I guarantee it.
No.
Okay, so see, I'm pretty sure that's the one he was referring to.
She's like, no, I clean him in the female dorm all the time. We actually clean our kitchen.
Mihai says, looks at her with a confused look on her face. He's like, what the what?
We clean our kitchen.
I'm trying to follow. What?
Are you trying to say the fact I don't clean?
No. Whoops.
Oh,
We lost to Daniel.
no.
Mihai's like, no, I just don't know what the words you are saying are. You know, bad English, ESL, as it is.
She'll speak in your home language. You want to try that again?
God damn it.
She's busting out the motherland just to call him
My
out.
computer crashed. Sorry about that.
It came back up fast, though.
Yeah. Well,
And,
brand new computer.
gotcha.
So-
Mihai's like,
No.
he's like,
You want to try that again?
well, if you're gonna keep on, shutting it down, then no, it's not funny anymore. You've ruined the funny.
Yeah, I know. That's my job.
That's your job.
It's my job.
I thought that was Ezekiel's job.
All right, let's go get the box mac and cheese.
Boxed mac and cheese it is.
I am now Reese today.
You're now Reese.
Apparently so.
Oh,
Go
I'm
hang out
fixing
with the
everything
cat.
now. I am fixing everything now.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
fine. Milagros is me.
Malagos is a storyteller. Malagos,
Okay,
get to
I'm the
work.
storyteller. Everybody gets -5.
All right, cool.
Oh,
Um,
shit.
Got it.
You're all
Let's
dead.
go.
It couldn't be.
No,
Because I'm gonna be. Then who am I playing? If I'm not,
You're now Optica.
okay, perfect. M gets a +20. Everybody else gets a -5. Good fucking luck. You're all dead.
Jesus.
Uh-huh. Joke's on you. Mahai can't die.
anyways, y'all are a mess, and I love
Also,
y'all.
y'all better hope Optica doesn't run into Ezekiel this session because she's gonna be like, okay, what's the 1800s version of whatever you've got going on?
Whatever you've got going on. What's the 1800s version of Boogeyman?
No, as in what's the 1800s version of backwards baseball cap?
That's just
Yeah.
that's just his current aesthetic right now.
In the 1800s, he was a what do you call it? A dandy.
Yo!
Oh my god.
He wore the big pilgrim hat, but the buckle was to the side.
Oh my
Done.
Oh my
His point of rebellion is he left the top button of the collar, the buttoned all the way up to his chin, unbuttoned.
Oh my god, so scandalous.
It was
So
a whore.
scandalous. He was the town's bachelor.
The town's bachelor.
The buckles on his shoes were undone.
He dared to make direct eye contact with women.
Oh, he
Whore.
dared. And he understood fan language.
Oh my
Fan
god.
language.
That was a thing. That was a thing. It was a
Yeah.
form of etiquette.
Mm-hmm.
He did not have long johns, he had short johns.
Oh my god.
He was wearing the 18th century equivalent of Hoochie Daddy shorts.
I mean, he had to be scary for a reason. Clearly, this was it.
Yes, Ezekiel in his Hoochie
Somebody
father
come
trousers.
get him. No, somebody come get him. He's dancing like a trollop. Somebody come get him.
Which in that time period indicated he was dancing at all.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No. Even better. He still had all of his teeth.
Well, damn. So all that I'm getting is that Ezekiel was a hoe. That's what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Good for him. As he should.
You okay over there, though, Em?
Right?
Yes! Victory! I
Hold on, I have to update the counter.
win! Yes!
There we go.
That is wonderful.
Alright. Where the fuck was I?
I don't know. Something about my high.
Yeah, they're going to
Oh,
get
mac and
boxed mac and
cheese.
cheese.
Oh, Jesus, that was a derailment.
You're welcome.
So, y'all end up at the school store in the cafeteria to go get the little cups of, like the microwavable cups of boxed mac and cheese. She grabs like 15 of them.
As you should.
Also, she grabs a jar of dill pickles while she's at it too.
It's not related, but okay.
And 16 energy drinks.
I mean, she's got to restock, so I mean, understandable.
Yeah. That's nothing new.
Especially if it's like winding down for the day. She's probably already gotten through her supply. She's got to keep the act up.
She'll look at Mahai. What do you want?
Don't mac and cheese?
Oh, these 15 little cups, those are for me.
Oh,
Jesus.
got you.
No, that's accurate. I don't know what you guys are freaking out about.
Mihai
I mean,
literally,
it's tiny.
Mihai literally swings off his backpack and he pulls out of the Ziploc bag. I have granola.
No!
Call back.
Yes, by the way, do you still, oh my god, you still have Trash the raccoon with you, right?
I guess.
No, Cassie has
Cassie has
the
Trash.
Cassie
raccoon.
took Trash Raccoon.
Yeah.
However, speaking of your bag, you hear movement inside of it.
Oh, son of a bitch. Open the bag.
There's an itty bitty squirrel.
He returns.
You
It's-
are
Hello!
not. You are not Peanut.
No, I'm Almond.
Oh, it's someone new.
It's Cashew's kiddo.
Dad told me to keep an eye on you today.
Oh. Have you guys been sneaking in my bag?
Yeah, the granola's really good.
Is there any
You
left?
see, there's a hole. There's a hole, and your granola is just slowly leaking out of the bag.
Bottom of my bag is now coated in granola.
No, it's not.
Squirrel shit.
The bottom of my bag's not coated in squirrel shit.
I mean, to be honest, it's just little pellets.
Did your father tell you not to poop in my bag?
No.
Oh, God.
Oh no! He's been in there all day.
How long have you been in there?
Since 8 this morning.
Oh
Oh,
god!
Jesus.
Real quick, how do you know how to tell time?
No, hold on. You can't question the son of the squirrel you guys taught money and fucking Instagram. No, you can't
Yeah.
question that shit.
Hey, Betty. I read your tablet.
Oh, God.
Oh god, it knows how to read.
Oh, shit. I grab my tablet. I go start locking my Amazon account.
There was nothing bought on the Amazon account, but however, there's like a Procreate app on there.
Procreate?
It's a drawing app.
Drawing app.
Okay. I gotcha. I was
okay.
worried.
Okay, me and you both, man. Me and you both.
I was like, okay, that can stay. All right.
However, it seems you bought a subscription to it.
How much is the subscription? The thing?
How much? I think it's like $50 a year, if I remember correctly. That's what they're
Okay, a
doing.
year.
Yeah.
A year. Okay.
Yeah, so
It's
Well,
like, well, I guess I'm eating granola all week.
You want to see what I drew?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
It is a very... Okay, have you seen the duck went to the lemonade stand animation?
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, I haven't.
Oh my god, that's a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's just it's childish drawings. That is the basic way to put it.
I figured as much.
At the same time, this is coming from a baby,
baby squirrel.
and it's a childlike drawing.
Yes.
These things are getting too goddamn intelligent.
Well, the biggest thing is you didn't think that they were already this intelligent, so you
Yeah.
obviously
That's on you.
Yeah, you obviously do not understand the coming uprising.
Oh god, it really is the Rick and Morty skit. Oh god, they really are planning world domination.
They're not planning it; they're gonna achieve it.
Yeah. The plans are already in motion, my friend.
Is there anything you need?
New rules. Number one,
Okay.
save granola for me.
Save granola for you in case I get unless I get hungry. Got it.
Yeah, but no, leave me some. You can eat granola, just leave me some.
So leave enough for you to have a little bit. Got it.
Number two, if you have to go to the
Number two.
restroom, which includes number two.
So chew a hole in your backpack and escape out of it.
No. Wait, did you chew a hole in my backpack to get in it?
No.
No one taught. He didn't teach you.
Dad
He knows
did.
how to use a gut. He knows how to use zippers. This is like the 5th backpack. These things cost like $30. Never mind.
Ginger is just watching you yelling at the squirrel.
Looks over at Ginger. They chewing holes in every single backpack I own.
You have a squirrel in your backpack again.
Yes. I reach in and grab Almond. This is Almond.
Oh, you're so cute. Okay, so there's cashew, there's pistachio, there's almond, there's walnut.
There's probably 50,000 of them by now. There's not enough nuts for the number of squirrels that have invaded my life.
They just like you.
You make it sound like they're fucking like rabbits. No, they're fucking like squirrels. There's a difference.
Oh my god. So eventually Ginger just grabs things that she knows that you like and just sticks it in her basket and then goes pays for everything.
Mihai is like just walking around. And he'll put the squirrel on
Almond.
his shoulder, Almond on his shoulder,
Yeah.
and it's like, just do not go anywhere. Just
It is the little squirrel is messing with your hair.
Oh, what? Oh, right. Mahai has like
Long hair.
long
His
luscious hair.
locks.
Yeah. Have fun with that. Almond is now invading your hair
Yes.
because I have had pet squirrels. They do that.
You've had pet
So-
squirrels?
Yes, I have had a couple, about 3.
Did you say a couple,
So-
not 3?
No.
Okay.
I did not say.
Got it. So yes, I'm going to keep Almond as occupied as I can so he does not take off in the store.
Okay. No, Almond stays there.
Okay.
So y'all eventually head back towards the women's dorm and head to the kitchen and y'all have your dinner and go to bed for the night.
Is
Quote unquote.
is he nested in my hair?
Yes.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's why I said have fun.
Going to have to spend 7 days brushing that knot out.
Yeah.
So back to Optica before the tense moment of this session is going to begin.
Yay.
Optica, you go to the library. You see a very big orange cat laying on the counter. It's Library Cat,
Yeah, it's Jiro.
but have you figured it out it's Jiro yet?
Yeah, I found out
Okay.
about that. Yeah.
Plus,
So,
like, Grona talks about it a lot.
Yeah.
Mm,
so Jiro looks up and tilts his head at you.
Hi.
And the moment you blink, there's Jiro in his usual garb looking at you. What can I help you with, Optica?
I need some books on the school's history.
So you need history on Concordia University.
Yes, preferably something that I could take to my dorm. I'm trying not to be out too late. So if they're just reference books, I'll have to come back.
Come
Okay.
on. He'll lead you up to the top floor of the library. And it's pretty empty, except there is one bookcase with full of just books, all bound in black leather. This is the only bookcase in the room. And it's cold in here.
Are these allowed to leave?
Not really, but this is like the safest floor.
Okay. I'm gonna check the time.
It's 9:30.
If Fauna's here, I can stay a little late.
The library closes at 2 a.m.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay.
All right. Are you expecting any visitors?
Fauna might come.
I'll send her right up.
Okay, thank you.
So he'll head downstairs. Yeah, most college universities, the libraries stay open till 2:30 in the morning, and then they reopen at like 7.
Yep. And then during finals, sometimes they'll do
It's 24 hours.
24 hours.
I wonder he's always a fucking grumpus, man. Can't get no fucking sleep.
Hi, Crip Walker. Good
Oh my
morning.
god, hi,
Hey, Crip Walker.
Hello.
So, there are all of these books on this one bookshelf looking at you.
Is there any particular one that I'm kind of just drawn to, or no?
No?
Oh wait. Oh well, no. No, never mind. I'm gonna start like top left and
Okay.
pull a book.
You pull out the book. It is old. It is really old. It looks like it seems to be a handwritten diary of sorts that you picked up. There
Oh, we've been
is the
raided.
crest. Oh, who were you raided by?
Oh, hello.
Phoenix Waki. Phoenixia Waki. Hi, Phoenix
Oh,
Waki
thank
and
you.
all raiders.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Party of
Hello.
20.
Hey, welcome to
Thank
Dinner
you
the
for the-
Game. We are playing Monster Hearts
Dun,
this
dun,
morning.
dun. Massive monster hearting.
Yes. Oh goodness.
Oh,
Oh goodness.
let me say something real quick. If you guys follow us, and please do, but if you follow us, you'll automatically be entered to win this set of books, which is a D&D core set that we're giving away with 1,000 followers. You guys are getting us that much closer. We're at 941 right now, which means we're almost down to the 50 mark. And when we get there to the 1,000, we're giving this away. This is a limited edition set with the foil covers, and it comes with a GM screen in the slipcase. Thank you very much. I'll go
Okay.
away now.
So Monster Hearts is a Powered by the Apocalypse system. So it's basically 2d6s that you roll, and whatever you roll affects how you tell the story. So that is basically what it is. Monster Hearts is 18 plus content that is written in the rule set for this book. If you're not 18, I will have to politely ask you to leave. So back to where we were. You were looking at the diary, and it is the crest of the school crest, sitting in the middle, embedded in this old leather journal. It's in really good condition, but you feel like if you turn it too much, it is just going to fall apart in your hands. And there's a reason why it is in a cold room. It is to preserve this book.
Is there a table at all?
There is a table in the far left corner of the room.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it there and like put it down to like open it.
Okay, I will need you to roll. I will have you roll Gaze into the Abyss for this.
Whee!
Which is a dark roll.
Yeah, and I get a +1.
Yes.
I haven't used my +1 yet. Whee! An 11, including everything.
Cool. By the way, you are going to be able to take one forward. Just mark that on your sheet. So, you open the book. The handwriting looks eerily familiar to you. It looks like yours.
I like this.
Dear diary.
Yeah.
This is my first day at the estate. Ellis is very nice, very sweet, very kind-hearted. There's a lot about her I wish to know, but that woman has very many secrets, for especially being the head of the estate at a very young age. She runs this entire estate despite being only 15 years old. She's already turned down 6 marriage proposals and says it is not time for her to get married yet. I've also met Cassie and Corvus. Corvus seems to give me not very good vibes. God damn it, Daniel's computer crashed again.
He probably needs to do an upgrade. Update.
Corvus gives me a bit of weird sensations about being around him. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I need to keep my distance. Ellis's secretary, Brahm, is very nice. He has a wonderful family and has a wonderful daughter named Wisteria.
Oh.
I think I'll fit in quite nicely here. And this place already feels like home. Dolores. That was the very first entry. And as you flip through it, it gets more and more like nervous writing about weird things that have been happening on the estate, which the college is. A lot of the college buildings are the original buildings that were in this estate.
By the way, so Optica is taking like notes in her own like little notebook about
Perfect.
what
Okay.
they're finding in here.
Hydrant!
Hydrate.
Hydrate!
Hey, sweetie.
Sus. It is so sus.
So, as the journal continues, I saw a strange man in town today. He seemed to be kind of out of place with the way that he dresses.
Okay, we're actually going with that.
No, seems out of place. Very long black hair slicked back into a ponytail. Very much the town's bachelor. His name is Vincent.
Okay.
But he's not a bachelor, though. He has a wife. His wife is very pretty. She's the town's herbalist. Also, she makes really good sugar cookies. Ellis likes them a lot. And Ellis is getting married soon. To some Jeremiah Campbell. Seems like a very nice man. He owns the trading outpost here in town. But she seems to like him. That's all that matters. But there's something odd about him. I'm not quite sure what. I've been seeing a lot of things lately that seem to happen right after I see them. I'm going to go to church. I'm going to go pray and talk to who I need to. That is the last journal entry for this journal. But you know the history of the town, that Ellis has been practically the head of this town since she was 15 years of age. Which means there was probably something traumatic that happened to the family, which usually around that time smallpox was a big thing, and also the bubonic plague. So you can assume safely that's what was happening.
Hooray, the Black Death.
Hooray! So, do you put the journal back?
Yes, because I don't think I have any moves for this. Yeah. Yet.
Okay. So you put it up. What are you going to grab next?
The book next to it to see if it's also if it looks similar, if it might also be a journal of hers.
It looks like, like these, when scrapbooking was a very big thing. It's a big black kind of binder. So you go over, you open it, it's like letters, drawings, like paintings, and way down the line, there's like black and white photos, sepia color photos, all of that. There's even like old versions of handwritten receipts in this book.
Are there people in the photos that I recognize?
You recognize Vincent.
Okay.
Also, Ezekiel's in one of them.
I knew it! How does he look?
I participated in a photo shoot? What the fuck?
It looks like you weren't aware of this photo being taken.
Okay, there we go. That makes more sense.
He looks kind of like deep in thought. but long hair in a ponytail tied with like a black ribbon. Proper pants. Looks very uncomfortable with what he is wearing.
Much more thinner.
Real, yeah, scrawny boy. There's Ellis sitting right next to him. Older, with a bundle of joy in her arms, and there is a wedding band that is on her left hand. Ezekiel looks very annoyed that there's probably a baby here. That's probably what it was. Like, I did not wish to see the baby. Yeah, but it's black and white. The photo, like the photo is not really. It is a photo, but it's way down the line where you're pretty sure Ellis should have been dead. Because Ellis was alive during the 16 to 1700s. This is later. Just sitting there.
I think
Yes.
I could use this to get another string on Ezekiel.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Just stack up those
But-
strings.
A lot of it is just like pictures, paintings. However, in one corner of the book, you see a little symbol in the very back of the binder, embedded in the binder. It's a symbol that I don't know if they've shown you the symbol, so I'm not quite sure. Actually, you saw it on Wisterio's journal.
Yep.
It's the exact same one.
Does it look like there's like an object that's causing that, or is it just like a stamp kind of thing?
Stamp.
It's a stamp. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Eventually you hear, I'm here. Oh god, it's cold in here.
Hi, Fauna.
I should have brought a sweater. Okay.
Optica's probably wearing some sort of like
Cape.
cape thing, so she's gonna take that off and give it to Fauna.
Oh, so cute. So she'll bundle up in it. She's like, what are you doing up here in the historical archive room?
I think I was here in a past life, or an ancestor
Oh.
of mine.
Huh. Okay. That's really weird.
Yeah, something's going on with Professor Ellis, and I think I'm supposed to be part of it. I just want to not die in the fall.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh,
Also, by the way, we could start that giveaway while we're here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Speaking of dying, this minute's to
Speaking of
die for.
speaking
Great
of
segue.
death, dismemberment, and pain, every single game we give away raffle tickets. At the end of the month, we give away a mini, and those raffle tickets go towards you getting that mini. This month's mini is Astaroth, who is the Archdevil of Wrath. This is from Archvillain Games' set of 3D printable minis that we subscribe to. This mini is about 8 to 10 inches tall. The base is about 6 inches wide. It's a 4K mini. It'll print out looking just like that, except unpainted. And we will be sending this out to one winner at the end of the month. To get tickets, I'm going to start the giveaway now. You type the keyword from the giveaway into chat. You must be a follower. Followers get 1 ticket. Subscribers actually get 2 tickets. Now, the key to this is we'll be giving this away on our Friday show on the 30th. The last day to get tickets will be the Wednesday show on the 28th. So we will be giving that away, and we will be having Yes. So last night is the 28th, which is our Wednesday show, Kingdoms of Mist. So we do this every single show. It's a random 20-minute period, and this is the only way you can get raffle tickets for it. So put the keyword in.
Go. All
Do the
right.
thing.
Fauna is just like, you what? Dying? Hold on. Who am I gonna have to go hit? Who is it? What I gotta do? You know what? I'm gonna
Who's
go hit
playing out
right
here?
now.
No.
Jesus.
No.
Chill, Fauna, chill.
No. Optica's gonna
Anna's
like.
gone rabid.
No, she's being a good girl.
She is the
Pet
best
girl.
girl.
Pet girl.
Optica's gonna like, kind of hug her and like put her like chin on her shoulder because this is scary to talk about. And Brona showed me that I'm supposed to die in the fall.
I'm gonna go hit Brona.
No. It's not her fault. It was. I mean, I thought it was some kind of my meddling and stuff kind of catching up to me, but
Yet you're doing that right now.
But when she checked again, it looked like it was some kind of ritual. It was something that was supposed to be happening. And once I found that out, Ellis started calling me by my middle name, which is also the first name of one of their friends when they were alive all those years ago.
Weird.
And so I'm trying to find out if there's some way to get ahead of this, if there's something I can do about it.
Okay. All right. She'll just sit at the table and just goes, all right, I'll be here for when you're done.
Okay.
Also, I was told I was not allowed to bring any food or drinks up here.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep. Of course, when I need him, he's gone.
Wow! Yeah, that was on purpose.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Back.
No, not you.
No, Seb.
Oh, Seb. Oh, Seb ran too?
Yeah, Seb ran too, because he knows.
He knows.
He knows
And
what's
I
about
know
to
he
happen.
knows.
I mean, I'm also gonna go through like the photos and show Fauna like the people that are recognizable.
Yep. By the way, folks, I know it popped up in chat a minute ago, but we do have merch, and it's not just like our branded stuff. We have stuff like this, which is my coffee cup, which says only the tears of my players can quench my thirst. And then it has the D20 with a nat 1, and underneath that the banner says cry for me.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. Hello, Ezekiel.
Yes.
And now we're going to demonstrate that.
Mhm.
Yes. It is time. Yes.
It is time.
Yes. Good.
Good. It is time for you to get to your meeting
Okay.
with Nikki.
Ezekiel will make his way.
So you are going to have to take a trip through the woods.
Yep.
Which, at some point, you hear somebody following you.
Ezekiel will stop and investigate said other footsteps.
As you turn, there's like a wolf like mid-step, just stopping and just looking at you.
Yes.
Yes. Turns out it's just a wolf.
It's Amos.
Slowly puts their paw down.
Do I recognize said wolf?
It's Xander.
Xander, we know I passed through here. I don't give you guys shit.
They
You know,
tilt their head.
Oh, but you're friends now. You're a friend. It's not about
Friends, not food.
territory. It's like, oh, my friend's here.
Like a little excitement of a tail wag, like, I know it's friend's
Yeah, my friend's here.
Do you have a ball? Do you have a ball?
Yeah,
Do you have a ball?
No,
Do you have a ball?
he sees the tail wag and then realizes, oh, okay, it is C's friend and not being protective of territory. It's like, yes, it's good to see you too, Xander. I'm kind of needing
Give a
to
pet.
go somewhere.
Give a pet. Give a pet.
Xander scooches up, like you know how the dogs can like
Yeah.
lay down on the ground and then crawl on like their belly.
Oh no.
No, I can't
Give
have
him
you follow
scritches.
me.
Give him scritches.
Yeah, give a pet.
He
Give a
will.
pet.
He's just first trying to relay the fact of no, this is a personal thing. Go back to
So,
what you're doing.
as you say that, you hear the loudest. You know how huskies scream.
Oh God.
But my friend.
Everyone,
Yeah.
everyone loves that shit. But I had a husky. Everyone loves it until that husky won't shut up.
Yeah, that's
So,
I'm like, oh God.
I know. I grew up. One of my neighbors had a husky, and they just threw a tantrum over it, the slightest inconvenience.
Oh yeah.
So those
Yeah,
are prima,
I
those
sing you
dogs
the
are
song of
prima
my
donna
people.
little shits.
yes, they are.
Just looks at you,
And I would
With
say this:
big
they're smarter than you.
puppy eyes.
It's like, all right. First of all, I know for a fact that despite being looking like a wolf right now, you can speak normally.
God damn it! Fine.
You forget, I've known Fauna longer than you've known Fauna. I know the tricks. Look, I appreciate the fact that you're wanting to hang out with me. It's just I've got it. I'm needing to have a personal conversation with someone, but I kind of have to go through the woods to get there.
Oh, the tiny little blonde lady that was here went through here.
More than likely, yes.
Yeah, she's really cute.
Yes, she is.
Mm-hmm. She gave me head pats and treats.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Also, I need to get back to teaching someone how to hunt properly.
Oh, is she teaching Macy?
It's like, is that partially why you decided to stock up on me?
Yes.
Ah.
And then out of nowhere,
Oh God.
Macy comes flying at you
Okay, it's
to
nighttime.
try to knock you over.
That's fine. It's nighttime. She could try.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're gonna do your little shadow thing.
Yeah.
She smacks right into a tree head first.
Oh, baby.
And then flops.
You okay, Macy?
Yeah, I'm good. I learned something new today. Okay.
Yeah.
I was doing a pouncing lesson.
I noticed. Good form.
Thank you.
Welcome. But yeah, I got to go.
Okay.
He
So-
will give both of them head pats.
So they are very happy. So you continue on,
Yep.
and eventually you end up in a open field-like area, and that's where usually the fireflies, when
Right.
summer rolls around, that's where a lot of people go. The grass is still kind of tall.
Understandable.
Yep.
Got to get through some pack of wolves to get out here.
Also, Mahai will probably know that you're here.
Fair enough.
So you see Nikki standing there. She's in a hoodie
Understandable.
that you recognize.
Is it his old hoodie?
Yeah.
One of his old hoodies?
Yes.
She is not playing fair.
No, she's not.
She's doing the Ariana Grande sweater paws thing because she's so
Oh
small.
no. Don't do that. That's too cute.
That's
She's in a
diabolical.
pair of jeans, sneakers, and is looking up at the sky at this moment. The nighttime sky. The moon, full blown in the sky. It's a half moon.
Right. And he'll approach her, but like stop about a couple feet away. Also, kind of look up to the sky for a bit, and it's just like, "Oh, it wasn't that view here, wasn't it?"
It really was.
Well, obviously, I got the message from Reese.
Yeah. That was a bit of a very uncomfortable conversation.
Why?
He brought up Marco.
Yeah, that would do it.
The fact I now know he's possibly alive out there.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Mhm.
When Troy brought you back, why did you want to continue coming here?
This is home.
Even with everything that happened?
Even with everything that happened. I mean, this is my hometown.
Fair enough.
I literally thought you were dead that day.
That was close, not gonna lie. But also a lot of that might have been another reason.
Yeah. I found out after the fact about what you really are. I understand why you had to hit it since I had to sign a bunch of paperwork recently.
Yeah. I mean, hell, I wasn't even at the college at this point.
But still, I can understand why somebody would hide the fact that they're a monster.
Yeah. I did the best I could to not get you involved with
I know.
this life.
I know. Trust me, I've known. I knew. I knew the moment that you showed up in the hospital. But it wasn't my place to pry. Everyone has secrets. But it is up to the person that has them if they wish to divulge.
Why does this feel like that there's a but involved?
There isn't. You know, I don't do that. I usually talk straightforward.
True.
Is Buffy okay?
A little bruised up still, but she's fine.
I
She's
felt
pissed.
cornered.
She's pissed, but she's fine.
Understandable. I mean, I did hit her pretty hard. Unintentionally.
that, but also the fact of her finding that that you've been alive this whole time and is not pleased that you've been kind of keeping out of sight. Granted, unintentionally, but you know what I mean.
I can't help it. I mean, I have to put makeup on my hands for my hands to be seen. I have to wear makeup all the time to be seen. Heck, this isn't even my real hair. I have to wear a wig. Or spray it with canned hairspray.
So, if you were trying to, granted, get a grip on everything, trying to come to terms with what you are, also thinking of the fact that I was dead, why were you then talking to me? Making me think that all of this was just in my head.
That was unintentional. Part of it was making sure that you really were alive and I wasn't hallucinating. That I wasn't seeing the thing that I wanted to see the most. Show up because I wanted it to.
So, I'm not saying I want us to go back to the way things were. That can't happen at this point.
She gives a bit of an awkward smile, but you see a tear just slowly go down her cheek.
But I still I want to make things right, to patch this up. But I don't know where we go from here.
That's the beauty of life. You never know. I'm still going to be a nurse. You are going to be, I don't know what you're doing now, but probably causing trouble and not try to tell everybody about it because you just shoulder everything upon your back.
It's an old habit.
You know it's not healthy. I told you that multiple times. Glad to know that you're still stubborn.
Been trying to fix it.
Just so you're aware, I will be moving out of Dr. Troy's place here in the next couple weeks.
Okay, that's good to hear.
He kept paying for the apartment.
That's good to hear. I feel like it would have been better to go to move in somewhere else, but that good to hear.
I want some form of normalcy. That was home. Pretty sure all of my plants are dead, but that's fine.
Considering the fact that no one's been there for 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So you and Buffy.
Yeah. Weird turn of events.
She's being a little awkward right now. A little awkward.
What's wrong? You're being awkward.
Honestly, a little jealous, but I have no right to be. I mean, I was gone for 5 years, so...
Yeah.
Part of it was by choice.
Yeah. Then Troy removes that choice from you and brings you back anyways.
Am I mad at him for bringing me back? I was at first. But we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to cry my makeup off. We're not going to do that. It took me hours.
Understandable.
Don't ever go through what I went through, because this is just weird. It's beneficial sometimes.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't think I can.
Yeah, it's very interesting when people don't really pay attention or notice where you are, how much information you know.
I have an idea in regards to that.
Yeah, like Mahai's throne room.
Yeah, that's a interesting place.
Also, the weird building that Ellis goes into sometimes.
What, you mean the tower?
No.
I mean, he actually cocks his head to the side of like, all right, so then where are you referring to?
You want me to show you?
Sure, why not?
Good. She almost instinctually puts out her hand and then slowly moves it back. Sorry, old habits.
I know.
So, y'all are going through the field, and then she takes a right into a part of the woods that you've never been through. there's an old path. It looks like an old horse trail. So you follow it long, and then there is it's kind of a building, but it's not, but it's old and run down. Like there's creeping ivy going up a bit. It looks like it's fallen apart. It looks like an old barn.
Would Ezekiel recognize this barn, though?
Absolutely.
Holy fucking shit. I thought this thing was fucking burned to the fucking ground by now.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw her go through like a part of the floor in a specific spot. It is a barn. A barn, but ahead of you on the floor, it seems like there's a opening which could be lifted up, like trapdoor.
Let's just walk through it.
You couldn't open it up for me, you jerk!
Once when he's through it, though, he will push it up.
Okay, perfect. So, y'all go down. Y'all are gonna have to climb down this ladder. It is a long ladder.
Don't want to be the asshole.
You're just gonna poof down there, aren't
He
you?
is saying, like, I'm assuming there was like kind of a platform before hitting the ladder.
Yep.
All right, so once when Nikki's on the platform,
Yep.
he will just pick her up and just levitate down.
As you levitate down, she does the whole, like, the little koala thing that she used to do when she wanted to be carried, and it is just, like, freaking out internally. Like, she's, like, digging her nails into your back.
Speeds up a little bit just to.
Yep.
Ow, 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 ow. Just all the way down.
No, not entirely.
So you reach the bottom. Bottom.
You reach me high?
No.
Oh shit!
Ray wasn't paying
What
attention.
the
And all of a sudden,
We all know Ginger pegs him. We all know.
So on that note, before we continue on, we're gonna go on our 10-minute break.
Yes!
All right.
10-minute break.
I don't know if I want to now. I don't think I should let anyone go on break. I am feeling attacked.
Ray's a harsh taskmaster.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys back here in 10 minutes. 2.
Hello, we are back. If you can hear us, can one of y'all in the chat state that you can hear us? Because we always seem to have technical issues whenever we come back from break.
Damn it, Ellis.
Usually the technical issue is the stream crashes.
Yeah.
Damn you,
So-
Ellis!
Oh, the cameras are all weird.
I fixed it.
Oh, damn it.
So if y'all... Nope, can't hear you. Okay, we're good. Crip, Walker, please don't. All right. So for those who are new to our audience, to make everything aware, Liz, who plays Brona, is not here today because they have to work. It is also still wedding season. Technically, wedding season runs until like late October usually.
Those selfish bastards.
Ah, yes.
Rat bastards
However,
getting married.
Brona currently is at her brother's apartment having a conversation.
A conversation.
Conversation.
Reese is spending time with his cats and going to bed. Mahai had Kraft mac and cheese with ginger and went to bed. Optica is too busy in the archive room of the library trying to figure out what is going on with the campus because things have been a little weird lately.
Oh.
And last where we left off, Ezekiel and Nikki have found a trapdoor in a barn and they are now underground.
Also, to update on the whole selfish wedding thing, apparently it's going into November.
November? Oh, shit.
Those selfish bastards trying to live a happy life. How fucking dare they?
How fucking dare they?
So that is what is going on. Ezekiel,
Yep.
you are with Nikki. Nikki is swallowing you.
Yep.
And your feet finally touch the ground.
And Ezekiel will try to put Nikki on her own 2 feet on the ground when she stops koalaing.
Are we on the ground?
Yes, we are on the ground.
Koala-ing.
you
I
promise?
didn't even get that reference.
You promise? Promise. Promise me.
Why would I drop you?
Okay. She'll slowly put her foot down. Okay, good. Oh, and she'll put both of her feet down on the ground, and then she'll just like brush, like, your shirt off.
Despite
Like-
the fact of it not being dirty.
Yes. Okay. It's nice. Okay, we're good. She got a little uncomfortable, handsy wise.
Yeah. There's
However,
a past life between them. He's not bothered by it.
the moment you step foot, there is all of a sudden a bunch of torches light up.
Really? We're going with
But
this
they're-
straight fucking shit?
But if you look at it, they're modern day torches that are motion censored
Yeah.
that turn on, and
It's
they
like-
do the little
Jesus.
fake flickering effect, so they're made out of plastic and
It's like
everything.
he's like, oh, we're going with this cliched effect, and then looks a little closer. Is like, oh, these cheap sons of bitches fucking had me excited for a second with old fucking yee ass magic.
So, do you go down into the tunnel?
Oh, of
Nikki's-
course.
Unfortunately, Nikki's already going.
Yeah. It's like, in all honesty, we're two stupid fucking white people. Yeah, we're gonna go down the ominous hallway. Granted, one is European technically.
Not still
Still.
white. Still white.
Spicy white.
Yeah.
Fancy white. Luxury white.
Oh no, yeah, I totally see it being fucking spirit Halloween fucking torches.
Yeah.
They are. They totally are. As you're going down this tunnel, you hear dripping of water.
He is suspicious of this dripping of water because he's not sure if it's actually dripping water or other fucking
Spirit Halloween
Hall-
sound effects.
yeah,
Little Bluetooth speakers.
yeah.
At some point, Nikki somehow ended up behind you and is like grabbing the back of your shirt.
Oh no, more. Well, okay, yeah, because you did say she went forward first. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. She's just grabbing onto the back of your shirt, like,
Yeah. He's just walking on.
Eventually, you come into a room where there is a massive underground water feature, underground water lake, and then there's basically it's not really a scaffold, cliff, a little cliff standing above it that is pretty large, and I don't like clowns. I don't like clowns. Ugh.
What? Why was that? Oh, okay.
Yep. Sorry, our chat goes off. Our private chat goes off while I'm running game, so sometimes I look at it to make sure. Yes, beautiful. Yes, there's like mist rolling off on this underground lake. There's a boat.
What in the Phantom of the Opera bullshit is this?
And on that note, we're going back to the library. So
somewhere in the distance, Optica knows that Ezekiel's living her dream without her, and she's
Again, by the way, again.
Actually,
again.
Actually, Optica, roll gaze into the abyss for me, please.
Oh god.
Please, oh my fucking god, please, please.
All right, as long as you're not having her go into Ezekiel's head, she should be fine.
It's fine.
I got the 10.
All right, you're gonna carry forward. This moment, as you're flipping through the pages, your vision fades out. Your eyes go completely white, and you hear like a slight, like faraway echo, like Optica, Optica, Optica. It's Fauna, like panicking. However, you see a tiny blonde woman holding on to the back of Ezekiel's shirt. And they're underground in a water cavern there's a boat, fog, mist rolling off of this water. It's the same underground scene that Brona saw. And then the vision goes down this hall. You see very cheap Spirit of Halloween torches down this hall. And then you see an old barn. And you hear a voice that you heard earlier in the day. Hurry, Dolores. They're in trouble. It's Corvus's voice.
Yeah, it's the fucking blood.
And it's not by me. Hope they know how to swim.
I actually don't know if Ezekiel knows how to swim.
I can't hear you.
I actually don't know if Ezekiel knows how to swim. He's been putting off learning how to swim for 1,000 years.
By the way, they've been down there for about 5 minutes. And then you hear Fauna yelling, Optica! Optica! Optica!
Oh. We gotta go.
Huh?
We gotta go.
You snap back into reality.
Yep. What?
And
There goes
Fauna
gravity.
is like...
Brain cell.
What'd you just say?
You said
You
snap
said-
back to reality.
Oh, there goes
gravity.
I hate y'all. I hate y'all
No, you
sometimes.
don't.
Me and Ray
I
are
know.
innocent in this one.
I'm just old and don't get the reference.
Lose Yourself by Eminem. Come on now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just like in the music.
Dude,
Speaking,
I'm
as you are
old,
going to
old.
leave the library, I
Yeah.
need both
Oh no.
Reese and Mahai to roll me a d4, please.
What? I don't do
D4?
D4s. This is not a game for D4s. I don't like D4s.
Too bad. I'm having you roll a d4.
I rolled a 1. See? See what you
Really?
did?
Perfect.
3.
Oh, good. It was odds for what is about to happen. Perfect. Both of you are going to go through this.
Oh,
Come on.
Oh
yeah.
God.
So, I'm guessing y'all are eventually asleep at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see an underwater cavern
Oh my
with
god!
a boat. With a boat. There's Ezekiel with a tiny woman.
I recognize the woman, don't I?
It's Nikki. You recognize Nikki, so does Mahai recognize Nikki. The air feels off.
What's wrong with the air?
The water starts rippling a little bit.
Can Mihai feel where this is?
You're asleep.
I know.
No, not in dream state.
Okay.
And then, as per to Optica, you go down this hall. Plastic torches. And then you see a very old barn in the middle of the woods.
Does Mihai recognize that?
You have never been to this part of the woods, but you know it's there.
Does
And then,
Reese recognize it?
no, the dream starts getting lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. And then you'll see Cassie there. All right, we need to go. Come on, time to wake up. Wake up. Okay,
Reese.
y'all are not waking up fast enough. And then she flicks each of you in the forehead and y'all just
Ow.
shoot away.
Cassie, wake up. I
Mhm.
don't
I
know
will
what
like
this is.
this.
God, fucking stop!
Wait! Mihai, wake up! I don't like
Ginger is still snoring in bed. She's asleep.
I'll slip out.
Yeah, Reese slips out and hops on the bike.
Mahai, I need you to roll a hold steady, please,
You got it.
for getting out of bed.
We're
Do
getting
not wake
out
up
of bed.
the gremlin. Do not wake up Ginger.
That's he's going to be.
It's
Hold
a
steady's cold.
basically a cold.
Yeah.
Yep. I keep meaning to say keep your cool, but it's another.
9.
All right. You are going to. I will tell you how your actions will leave you vulnerable, and you can choose to back down or go through with it.
Got it.
So, as you get out of bed, Ginger wakes up. And she just looks at you with the most evil glare in her eyes of like, where are you going?
Don't fight it, dude. Just go back to bed.
Bathroom.
You're lying.
Oh,
Go back to bed, dude. Don't.
Why exactly would I lie about going to the bathroom?
I saw Cassie.
God damn it.
Son of a.
So,
Yep.
what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go with you because I'm the only one that technically has actual monster fighting experience and is an expert in the field.
Or you guys can just go back to bed.
shoot, Reese is already on his bike on his way.
You can choose to either let her go
Mm-hmm.
or just get in an argument.
That's my choices.
Yeah.
Wow, you. This is
Either
the,
way, he loses.
This is the best partial success I've ever had. Where's the partial part?
It's the reality of life.
I look at her and I'm just like,
Or you go back to bed.
I was like, fine, get your gear.
Perfect. She slides out of bed and then she pulls this big giant trunk from underneath the bed and then picks it up like it's nothing to slam it on the bed and you hear the bed creak.
How did she get that in here?
She carried it up the stairs herself.
She starts opening it up. She's like, do you want steaks? Do you want a
I'm a giant
crossbow? Do you
plant.
want a knife? Do you want a knife?
Mia says, I am fine as I am.
Do you want a gun? I have a gun.
What is it, Reese all of a sudden?
I don't think I'm going to need a gun.
It depends. What kind of gun we talking about?
What am I talking about?
She has a shotgun in her fucking crate.
Take the
How
fucking
did you get
shotgun!
this on campus?
I have a license.
That's a sawed-off shotgun. It's illegal most places.
And
I'm cute. I get away with most things.
yeah,
That is completely fucking unfair because I am adorable and I get away with nothing.
I have a retort for that, but you don't want to hear that.
I am fucking adorable.
But you can't get away with shit because you're not very charismatic now, are you?
boom goes the dynamite, as some say.
Ginger 1, Mahai 0.
Let's be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
The score is probably higher than that.
Yeah.
But for the day.
Okay, going off of day standards. Okay.
It'll go up later today as well as the day progresses.
Mihai goes and starts putting on sweats and he's just like, oh, I am charismatic. I can talk people into anything. I know what I'm doing.
I have bolos.
I would probably just tangle myself up and strangle myself. I am a giant walking killing machine. Why do I need these?
Are you though? You knighted a squirrel recently. Are you though?
Speaking of knighting squirrels, all mentioned at the shotgun.
We are not giving the squirrel a shotgun. Okay?
Wow, you guys are advancing this rodent race to high levels of intelligence that they shouldn't be at already. So I mean, yeah, sure, give them a shotgun.
We are not giving the squirrel a shotgun.
By the way, did I remove 1 harm?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm down to 2. She gave me 3 fucking harm. She almost killed me.
God. What?
Oh yeah, the nymph. Yeah.
She almost
God
killed me.
Damn.
She almost killed you with her beauty.
Yep. Squirrel with a shotgun. Yep. Absolutely. Just
You're an
imagine that
angel with
first.
a shotgun.
Imagine that first shot and the squirrel just goes flying.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like
So-
the shot doesn't go anywhere; it just falls to the ground. The squirrel just goes flying.
So, all of a sudden,
Oh,
you hear a knock on the door. Mahai.
Who the fuck is it?
It's Xander.
Yes, Xander. Why are you calling me? This is Ginger's room.
Well, I tracked your scent here.
Is he snitching on Ezekiel?
Okay, so you track scent? By the scent coming off this room, should you be bothering us?
I really don't care. Knocks on again.
Walks over, opens the door. We know we're getting dressed.
Sweet
Oh.
tea special.
Wait, tea special.
Proper posture and a sip of Pepsi because that's how I hydrate.
I have tea. Oh,
Wow, I also have tea.
No, Xander's like, I saw Ezekiel earlier. I know where he went.
Some abandoned barn out in the woods.
I know where it is.
Well, that's good. That'll save us some time.
Oh no.
Also, Fauna's coming with us. It's gonna be fun.
Oh my god. Did Ginger give you a monster or something?
Oh, I just got back from a hunt.
Oh. Okay. Oh, now I gotta hydrate. Hey, Tom. It's tea. It's fine.
I think that was directed at F.
Yeah.
Directed at one of us because I'm sitting here drinking a bang.
I'm sorry. I do not have water here. The Pepsi is my entire brand. For those who know me, that's all I
Bang, what after breakfast? Bang, what after lunch? Bang,
Bang.
what after dinner? Felony.
If you go on my TikTok, I actually did a video to that sound.
Oh, that's so good.
Also, you missed it. I already had like an iced chai, like at the beginning of game, and now I have Pepsi.
Yeah, so we're dealing with a fully caffeinated M.
Soon M will be transcending
Absolutely.
this dimension.
So, all of you somehow meet up right outside of the woods. Optica, Fauna, Ginger, Mahai, Xander, and Reese.
Cassie getting y'all's dreams too?
What?
And speaking of Cassie, she shows up carrying the baby raccoon. Oh, good. You're all here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, everybody, this is Trash. She holds the little raccoon up, even though all y'all know that's what his name is.
Well, Reese didn't, because Reese
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Yeah, this is Trash.
He's adorable.
Are you
I
sure
know.
we can't name him something else?
He doesn't want to be named anything else.
Oh, okay.
I asked.
He's named after what he loves.
All right, so
He really likes sugar cookies.
Oh my god, you
also he's like Vincent. That makes sense. Vincent could be a trash panda too sometimes.
All right.
I have pulled him out of a dumpster once.
She's like, all right, let's go. And I hope they did not wake up the creature of the lake.
Is it
creature
the
of
what?
lake?
Lake?
Oh
What?
yeah, the creature of the lake is apparently the gym teacher here.
This is why I didn't take gym. Ever. I knew there was something skeevy about that guy.
Hey, we do not call people that. That is very rude and it is assuming.
Okay, there's something skeevy about that person.
That is still rude.
This
You know
is
what? I need to have a talk with Vincent about your manners. And then she's gonna continue walking into the woods.
Vincent is drunk in Las Vegas right now.
What's Las Vegas?
It's a city dedicated to sin.
Where is it?
Near California.
What is California?
I'll show you on a map later. The United States is a lot bigger. We have 50
Is
states
it
now.
is it like near Virginia?
No, it's probably a good 2,000 miles to the west.
You mean the land that's owned by France?
We bought it.
Weird.
We bought it and a bunch of stuff in Mexico too. So
Oh.
don't even ask about the Native Americans.
I am very concerned now. This will be a conversation that we'll have in private, and I am probably going to cry.
Yes.
Because it sounds like there's a... Yeah.
Anyway, so let's go.
So, y'all head into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Mahai,
Yes, ma'am.
you can do the thing.
Once we get far enough into the woods, where I am out of general line of sight, I am going to actively utilizing the Leshy's gifts, just start reaching out to everything in the woods.
What exactly are you reaching out, and what are you looking for?
I am looking for, number one, is where is the underground cave? Number two, if there's any other entrances to it.
You hear quickly there's no other entrances to this place that is nearby. The next entrance is miles away.
Okay. Number three, I want to know what's in the lake.
So as you ask about where this barn is, the trees start moving and the branches start pointing you in the direction of where you need to go.
I look at everyone else and I was like, "Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are we trying to get there quickly?"
Yeah.
As
Mm-hmm.
you get the question about what is in the lake, it doesn't know how to explain it. It's natural, but not natural. It's always been there. So think of, have you ever seen the movie The Creature in the Black Lagoon?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to that.
Okay. So.
And it is not old Greg. It is not old Greg.
I'm old Greg!
So I'm going to. Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Because we've never really covered this directly, because the times that Mihai has used it has been like times of great stress.
Yes.
If I become the Leshy, I lose myself. I can only use his abilities.
When you're in your, you can, Are you trying to go darkest self?
No. I don't want to go darkest self. I want to have some control over it.
You're not going to have control until that certain thing happens.
Got it. Understood. All right. So
Yep.
we're just going to start moving then.
Yeah. And at some point, Reese is going to like dip out of sight of the trees. And when he reemerges, he is full Grim Reaper mode.
Yes!
And as
Skelly boy!
Mm-hmm.
As Mihai is running through, he just like reaches down and he grabs like just any big fallen limb, and it turns into a giant cudgel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Optica!
I mean, I can't do any of this magical girl shit. Like,
Ginger hands you something.
please don't tell me Ginger's getting Optica a gun.
You have the shotgun.
Yeah.
Yes! That's the most responsible decision anybody's made today.
Yeah.
Ginger and I are gonna have words because Optica's
with a
behind me.
gun.
I
Now-
think it's going to hurt you.
Y'all are heading towards the barn. Now back to Ezekiel and Nikki. You're muted.
Can I get a recap real quick? I'm
It
sorry,
was
I
just that
gone.
everybody had dreams. They are now heading your way.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
As Nikki lets go of you, she walks on the little path that's around the lake, and she's looking at it curiously. There's old bloodstains on the walls.
You know what? It's just seeing the old bloodstains and
Skeletons. Like skeletons, they're more animal skeletons.
yeah, it's seeing all this and the fact that there's just this weird random fucking lake river stream shit with a boat underneath a barn. And it's just like, you know what? Maybe we need to, backpedal out of here, in all honesty.
Why?
Nikki, look around you.
Yeah?
Old bloodstains,
Okay.
animal skeletons, probably a couple of actual people skeletons.
No actual people skeletons.
No actual people skeletons were harmed in the making of this movie.
Oh my god.
There is a boat in a
Yeah, let's go
river
out.
underneath a barn
Okay.
with a trap door that had a
Nature-
ladder.
Nature is really weird sometimes.
Nikki, I need you to think about this for a second.
I am thinking. She's
Ni-
slowly
Ni-
climbing into the boat.
Nikki. Let's not go in the boat.
The boat starts sliding off the shore when Nikki has a foot in it.
Nikki.
Telling you, it's a boat that got stolen from the park.
He joins her with the boat because for some
Gonna
reason,
fucking
for some
die,
reason,
bro.
Nikki is starting to become ginger now. It's like, what the fuck?
I personally
You-
phrase it as Nikki refuses to not act like a white girl in a horror movie. She's refusing.
She's the good girl in a horror movie.
She's gonna fucking die again.
Yeah.
Again.
Hey,
So she's sitting in the boat and she's like, "All right, here's a paddle."
he takes the paddle.
She has the other one.
Yeah, and they're going down the river.
Yeah. By down the river, she's trying to get to where she looked up. She's like, "Okay, if we follow this down, we'll be able to get up to where that cliff edge is."
Ezekiel is looking around trying to figure out what the fuck she's talking about.
The cliff edge that y'all saw at the very beginning when y'all came in, there's a
Okay.
big flat.
Yeah. Don't know why we're going there, but all right.
So she's rowing the boat with her one paddle. You're rowing the other one. It does not go well at first. It feels like y'all are just going in little circles to go in the boat.
That might also partially be because Ezekiel's not really wanting to do this. So he's just like half-ass paddling while she's actually trying to fucking paddle.
Okay, she gives the cutest little huff, and her lower lip begins to pucker out like it used to.
Is there a problem?
You're not paddling.
Because this is a terrible idea. Plus, if we really want to get over there, I could just take us over there without needing the boat.
Okay. You know what? We'll just leave the boat in the middle of the lake. That'd be kind of funny.
Thanks.
Sure, why not?
Thanks.
Thanks.
That's gonna totally help.
Thanks, Nikki. So she's like, "Do I need to hold on to you again?"
I can carry you, but yeah,
Okay.
Pick her up and start.
The shadow
flying
step.
over. Yeah.
So eventually you get on the cliff edge. There's engraved, like it's been done so many times it is
Yeah.
part of the ground now,
Right.
of a circle written in very old script.
She doesn't even like land yet. Sees that. It's like, oh no, fuck no. No.
Can we just leave it? Don't want to be up in the air any longer.
I am not about to put us on a cliff edge. That's clearly some cult shit.
Wait, cult stuff?
No.
Cliffs do not
He
have
realized
agendas.
he realized his mistakes. Like, fuck.
Let's go. Come on.
God.
She's straight up Velma.
Yusuf's
in this.
gonna die.
Mhm.
Again.
He's debating. He is debating very much right now of like, I could just leave.
Her curiosity is playing hardcore right now.
I could no, because if I leave, then she's fuck.
You're in quite the predicament, Ezekiel.
Yes, he is, and he's just
Alright, she'll just look up at you and she's grabbing your chin like, "Are you okay?"
I am debating a lot of things right now.
I'm debating a lot of things right now.
Um,
I'm debating
no
a lot
matter
of
what-
life choices right now.
It's like,
Mhm.
but right now, either decision I make,
she's gonna
more or
go
less
for
win.
it. Next thing you know, smooch.
Ace,
Drops her in the water.
I was gonna say like they both just fall out of midair and just into the lake.
Yes, Ezekiel? I'm guessing your brain is doing a hard reset right now.
yeah.
You know that kiss oh so well.
And
This is the first time
but
in
he,
years.
yes, but he jerks his head the fuck back. Is like, no.
Hmm?
No. And he'll go over to not directly around the fucking cult shit, and we'll just land and put her down.
Did I do something wrong?
Wasn't expecting that.
Oh. She's just like kicking her little foot in the dirt, like the awkward, like. You were panicking.
It wasn't necessarily panicking. It's just
Your brain was going 100 miles a minute.
yeah, because this is a bad situation I don't want us involved with, but I know that curiosity of yours is already at full capacity right now. So even if I did take us out of here, you were just going to come back anyways.
Yeah, you're right.
Give me a
Yeah,
sec.
so I was more or less not panicking, but realizing I was in a lose-lose situation.
Oh,
Never mind, we're good. I thought the stream was crashing, but we just had a hiccup.
okay. Speaking of the friends, in just a moment, the two of you hear movement in the water.
He looks in the direction of where he's hearing it.
The boat is sinking. And you just see, like, webbed hands with claws protruding, like, grabbing and sinking it down.
Oh, no. We're not playing this fucking game right now.
And now back to the friend group. Y'all eventually make it to the barn. It's old. Very old. It should be, like, falling apart by now.
About to ask, who says it's not?
I said it's not.
I know.
Boom. Okay. As y'all get closer, there's a very familiar figure floating by.
Ellis.
It's Ellis.
Yep.
Reese is just like staring at her, Grim Reaper mode, just like,
Hello, Reese.
Professor.
Ginger. Cassiopeia. Optica. Fauna. Mahai. And Ginger.
And
Oh,
Xander.
and Xander, you can come out from behind the tree over there. What are you doing here in the middle of the night?
Someone's in trouble.
In trouble?
Whose barn is this?
Mine. This is where I kept my horses.
Why is there a tunnel in a cave underneath?
That was an escape route if anything ever happened. The other exit is miles away down the highway.
There's something in the lake.
Yeah, there's always been something in the lake.
Yeah, but now people are in trouble.
Are you sure? Could be a misunderstanding. Cassiopeia tends to be overdramatic sometimes.
What did you do to Dolores in here?
Who?
She was
And
your
on
best
that note,
friend.
Ellis vanishes.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Ah, yes, y'all. Ellis just gaslit for a second.
Mhm. Reese is going in.
You're going in.
Gaslight, gatekeep, ghost boss.
Gatekeep ghost boss. I need that as a quote. Oh,
Yes.
God.
Gaslight, gatekeep, ghost boss.
So, you see that there is a trapdoor open, and then there's a ladder going straight down.
Reese descends.
Cassie stays at the top. I'm not going down there with you.
Fair enough.
Xander will keep me company.
All right. Where Macy didn't follow along, did she?
No, she went to bed.
Okay.
Because she is still very much of a pup in werewolf terms, so shifting is very exhausting.
Now, is Xander in wolf form or in human form?
Human.
All right. Keep her safe. And
Duh. Fauna is leading the way down. And once y'all all reach the bottom, y'all see these plastic torches lighting up this entire hallway.
Mihai kicks off his
Are they like removable?
sandals.
I'm taking one.
You took one.
I'm taking one.
add one plastic torch to your inventory.
You took the sandals? You took your sandals off.
Yep.
Okay. It's cold. The ground is very cold. It's stone.
Is it?
It's natural.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Is it living stone? Okay.
Y'all hear a
Are there
loud
any-
splash.
Are there spirits here? Nature spirits?
No.
Are there spirits?
No.
Also, Reese does not have his gun at this point. He actually has the actual scythe.
Nice. So, y'all hear a splash echoing the hall.
Reese kind of just floats his way down.
Mihai starts looking around.
What are you looking
Or-
around for?
Well, we're at the lake, yes?
You're all heading that way.
Yeah, so never mind. We're going to start heading that way.
Eventually, you come up to the open cavern, like I stated earlier, and y'all are just watching a boat sink in the middle of the lake. And then there you see Nikki and Ezekiel on a higher cliff face. And it seems to be an awkward scene, it looks like. And then Ezekiel's like, I just want to get out of here. I just want to get out of here. We can totally take a picture of what's on the ground here.
Wait, who's saying that?
Nikki.
It's just, but why?
Because this is really weird.
Considering he's again mulling over information in his head is like, okay, considering who this fucking this barn belongs to and this fucking shit.
Yeah, my mom might know what it is.
Get out his phone, take a picture.
She's never talked about her parents. Ever.
He just never asked.
Yep. But she said her parents were local.
Yeah, so he takes the picture.
Mhm.
Makes sure that it actually did save to his phone before putting it up.
Perfect.
Sees everyone else down there at the opening. He's like, ah, fuck.
She'll hide behind you because it's too many people. New people.
Yeah. And he just speaks up loud enough for them to hear. I'm not sure how big this fucking area
It is a big area, but it will echo.
Just
The acoustics are great.
yes, of course, because all
Of
cults need
course.
acoustics.
All calls need acoustics.
It really helps with the chanting.
Yes.
Yes.
And so he'll speak up. I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing here?
Are you dying?
Doesn't look like I'm dying.
I can't see you very well.
No, I'm not.
Well then, get over here. Something's wrong.
Y'all see a bunch of bubbles coming up from the middle of the lake for a second.
Oh, fuck
Mm.
no.
There is
No.
something in the lake.
Yeah, no shit.
So get over here then.
Oh no, you see Fauna just go over and just sit down at the edge of the lake and just put her feet in.
Fauna, no.
Shh, just trust me. Just trust me.
Oh my god. Oh my god, she's gonna lose her toes. Oh my god.
She's gonna lose her toes.
She's gonna lose her toes.
Optica, I need you to keep your cool. I need you to keep your cool.
Oh my
Please
god.
don't.
8.
8. All right, it is
Yeah.
a partial success.
Yay.
You are a little scared. You are being very vulnerable right now. I feel like you're gonna try to pull like Fauna away from the lake and be like, no. We do not need you to lose your toe.
Yeah.
But somehow, while you're trying to pull her, you accidentally knock her into the lake.
Mm.
And Fauna surfaces after a moment, is like, I'm okay, and then pulls Dak down.
Like she got pulled?
Reese goes
Fuck.
under. Reese,
Oh my.
Skelly Boy splashes in.
Perfect.
But does he make a splash?
Probably not. He probably just like
Sinks right in.
just sinks right in.
Just no clips in.
Yeah.
Right into the pool rooms.
So, as you sink into the water, you can see nothing. But the rest of the group sees Fauna just surface back up and just start laughing.
Oh, she intention.
I slowly no clip back up.
She just looked at, are you okay?
No, I think you gave her a heart attack.
Oh, he's out of the water and just goes to give like Opticum a big sopping wet hug. However, Reese, as you're slowly going back up, you
Oh,
feel
no.
a hand wrap around your ankle
Oh.
and you are being yanked down.
Apparently, you're not done with your no clip, Beth.
I swing my scythe at whatever is.
Roll volatile.
And see what's nice
Hey
is
guys, Reese has been under the water for quite a hot minute.
Reaper mode. I don't have to breathe.
I was gonna say I don't know if he is human at the moment. He's been
Yes,
floating
Optica.
around with a giant scythe. I
want to do something.
Okay,
That is an 11.
okay.
Yeah.
And then for you?
I want to use Can't Lie to Me because Ellis fucking lied. And they know what the fuck is going on. They've been here long enough to know what the fuck is going
Ellis
on.
isn't here.
Yeah, but I did need to be near Ezekiel to go into his thoughts.
Okay. Okay. But yours was over a phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That
that
is different.
There's still somewhat kind of a connection there.
Damn it. Well then, fine. The next time I see
Save
that.
it for later. Yep.
Yeah.
So, you did 11. So
Yes.
they are taking a harm. They choke up momentarily. They release your hand.
Or my ankle.
Your ankle. Their hand releases you. and you're able to go back up to the surface.
Yep. Back up, and I'm just kind of like standing on the surface, like something grabbed me. Do we see blood like lifting up in the water?
No.
There's no spirits here at all. No water spirits, no nothing.
No. So, however, you see bits of like the best way to explain it is there's water moss start floating up out of the water.
Straight up cut off his hand.
Mm.
Is there anything still clutching on my ankle as I surface?
Moss.
Start swearing in Welsh.
Ginger just snorts.
Ezekiel will pick up Nikki and then head to the others.
But I'm not done here!
Yeah, you are.
No,
Is
I'm
Fauna-
not!
Yeah, you are.
Is that
Fauna
is that
still
Nikki?
underwater?
What about Fauna?
Is she still underwater?
No, she's on the surface. She's drowning Optica in a hug. I'm sorry, I just wanted to play a little bit of a prank.
Yeah, but there is something in the water.
What?
Hi, Nikki.
Hi.
Just
Hi.
a random talking skull.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is Nikki actually seeing Reese as a Reaper.
She automatically just buries her face back into Ezekiel. She's just like, nope, I don't want to see that. Mm-mm. Nope, mm-mm. Nope, nope.
Ezekiel puts down Nikki,
Still clinging.
looks to the water, knowing he did see a hand fucking grab the boat,
Mm-hmm.
and just walks into the water.
Mhm.
Submerging
Yep, Reese goes down as well.
into darkness.
I don't like it.
Why?
Because
Ezekiel
we
can
can.
see in the dark.
So you're able to see in the dark, right?
Yes.
So you're able to see a masculine presenting creature looking thing with fins, webbed hands, feet. If y'all seen The Shape of Water for the main creature, that is the
Hey.
best example that I can provide
Yep.
for what
So
this
it's hot.
creature looks like. Yeah,
Okay,
course
so
it
it's hot.
is.
Okay, perfect.
of course it is. It's Monster Heart. Of course it is.
Yeah. And it's him as a storyteller. Of course it's going to be hot.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If The Shape of Water, that creature was fucking fine. Like,
Is it holding a stump right now?
No.
No.
So,
It tilts its head at you, Ezekiel, for a moment.
good. It made its mistake. It didn't immediately run. Let's fix that.
I mean, why would it? It's in its own territory.
Yeah. Beer eater.
Shit. All right. Please read it to our lovely new people that are watching the show what Fear
Right.
Eater does.
All right. When you're trying to frighten someone, you can spin a string to force them to keep their cool. String is a weird currency within Monster Hearts and whatnot.
You do not have a string on this creature.
Right. However, also Stalker in the Dark, which is...
That's right.
Stalker
You don't
in the
have to use
Dark
the string.
is... You can see in the dark and make no sound unless you want to. When you see someone in the dark, any harm that you inflict against you is reduced by 1, and you can give away that you're there. Use Fear Eater without spending a string on them.
Okay, cool. So, what Fear Eater is continuing on.
Yes.
Do you need to
So-
roll anything for it?
No, they need to keep their cool.
Okay. Let me bring up my tome. Ugh! My tome. Oh, I just threw a pencil. Hello, pencil. Because I have to check their moveset real quick.
Right.
Uh,
Oh yeah. How many strings does Optica have on Ezekiel at this point?
a lot.
Yeah,
I believe it's 5.
but Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. I actually have to pull up this skin because I cannot find it.
I really do find it funny that Ezekiel and Optica could just keep trading strings on one another,
Yep.
but don't do anything with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have 5 now.
Okay.
I think it's in this one. Mortal. Nope. It is not in this one.
It's the creature, right?
Yep.
Is it creeching?
Oh my god.
I'm just a creature.
Just a creature. Sorry about this pause. I thought I had everything in my binder. I do not.
It's in
I got it.
Okay. It's in Forgotten.
Yep.
Ironically.
All right. Cool.
It's going in the notes.
It's canon.
Mhm.
What?
Look at the chat.
Is it Mossman?
No, our chat.
Our chat.
Our chat. I just
Okay. So it needs to keep its cool.
Yep.
All right. Time to roll. Oh. Oh boy, it has a 13.
Okay, cool. Then it is it's fine.
It just looks at you. And the first time this has happened in a long time that this creature seems very unfazed.
Yeah, that's just Ezekiel now tilts his head. It's like, huh. That's a first in a while. Internal monologue, obviously.
It swims right up to you. It looks eerily like the gym teacher. The gym professor.
Who the fuck is that?
You don't know.
none of us.
I
know
haven't
the gym.
introduced them. I haven't introduced them.
Okay,
none
but
of us-
apparently this thing looks like him.
Yeah, none of us have taken PE because that's late.
Mhm.
We don't do E. PE.
Buffy's talked about this professor a lot.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yep. So you would know who this is.
Oh, okay.
This is Professor Braun.
His name is Braun? What the fuck?
BRAWN.
Yeah, I know. Jesus.
I
So
was figuring you at least go BRAUN.
No.
Nah, rods
Nah.
and buds.
No, we're gonna be right on the nose.
Exactly.
all right. So through conversations with Buffy and her mentioning this individual, is this professor aggressive?
They can be very territorial sometimes.
Okay, fair enough.
They've gotten in a fight with Kyle a couple of times.
That checks out.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Reed
Kyle
is-
we're talking about.
Reese just kind of appears to the guys left.
And
Looks over, tilts his head,
yeah,
straightens it back up, looks back at Ezekiel, and motions for both of them to go up. He's
and
being nice right now.
and realizing who this is now, Ezekiel is being cooperative at this point. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, not just some random fucking shit. It's actually someone who's actually supposed to be here, and so he'll head up.
Okay, if Reese sees Ezekiel go up, he'll.
Yep.
Once above water, Ezekiel's like, in all honesty, guys, we're good. It's just the gym coach. We're good.
Oh, okay.
Wait! Bonner's like, Professor Braum is here? Hold on! Bonner starts running towards the water.
Ezekiel will like grab the back of Fauna's shirt, just stop her from running.
Yeah,
like,
she's
and it's like, I'm pretty sure he's coming up.
Oh. You see Bubbles, and you see his little head pop up out of the water. And you hear, leave.
Yeah, don't worry, we're leaving.
Good. Hello, Fauna. Hi, Professor Braun! If Fauna had her tail out, it would be like helicopter wagging.
I'm pretty sure they're able to semi-shift, in all honesty.
She's not going to.
Reese is just gliding back over the water back to the tunnel.
And Nikki's just standing there like... Glad to know Professor Braun's still here. Huh. Is everybody starting to head out? Mahai, what have you been doing?
That's what I was thinking about. Once it obviously is that there's not going to be a real fight, then Mihai's going to like stand down. Before I was thinking about what I could do to try and help the situation, but since I don't have to, I'm just going to like stay back, and everyone else seems to be handling the discussions, and I'm just going to chill out and make sure that everyone's okay leaving and nothing untoward happens at the end.
Okay. So everybody starts to leave. Nikki is standing where she is right now.
As Reese touches the actual stone of the tunnel, he's back in his normal form.
All right. Okay.
Nikki, let's go. Yeah.
In a moment.
Ezekiel will find like some kind of sit worthy rock, and we'll just plop down on it.
Y'all can go ahead.
Yep.
She'll look at Optica. Oh, it's nice to see you again.
Yeah, hi. Are you sure you want to stay here?
I just need a minute. I've been through the air multiple times tonight, and I just need a minute. I don't like heights.
Oh, okay.
She's not lying.
Yeah. No, it's just... Yeah, Optica's gonna make a beeline to get the fuck out of here.
Roll volatile.
God damn it. God damn
You
it.
said the wrong word.
God damn it.
All you had to say is, I will join the others. That's all
Straight
you
up
had to
just
say.
knocking Reese over.
You are running away.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Okay. So, as you're running away, you are going to get away. You're going to run into something worse. You cause a big scene, or you leave something behind.
Cause a big scene.
I leave the sawed-off shotgun. No. Not to be dramatic, but you know what? I want to run into something worse.
You go the wrong way.
All right.
You are running down the hall, following this river winding. You keep running and running and running. And you smack right into somebody. They look down. They have a cigarette in between their fingers. You see a black lab coat.
Oh.
Dr. Hayden looks down at you.
Oh. Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
He looks less than enthused than normal.
I was about to say, when does he not look enthused?
Sorry, sir.
Mm-hmm. I suggest you hurry.
I was trying to. I think I got turned around.
Yeah, the next exit is like 2 miles down.
Would it be less time for me to just turn and go back where I came from?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would. Also, I suggest you get back to your dorm soon. The witching hour is upon.
Yes, right. Okay.
Would be a shame
What? What would be a shame?
if I have to come get your soul.
Well, it's not supposed to be up for grabs until the fall, so...
Nothing's set in stone.
The fates say things always change.
I know, but I'm...
Dr. Hayden treading on my turf?
He's a
That's my
Cerberus.
friend! That's
He's a
my
Cerberus.
friend. I'm gonna read my
Mhm.
friend.
Also, tell Reese he's behind on his log.
Is he?
Yeah. Vincent's not doing a good job these days.
Oh. Okay.
Let him know the coroner's office is going to be busy tomorrow.
I will.
Have a good night.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, if you see the youngin, by the youngin, being Miss Nikki, tell her she
Mhm.
doesn't have to come in for her shift tomorrow.
Okay.
Have a good night. And you'll see he starts walking away and then vanishes into a wall and then is gone. Optica, are you heading back?
Yeah.
All right. So Nikki is sitting on the ground as you get back. She's just staring at Ezekiel, and it's a really awkward, very, very awkward air between the two.
Are you guys gonna leave anytime soon?
There's a conversation we need to finish having.
You know he's with Buffy, right?
Optica.
What? I'm just saying.
You know what? I think I should just go.
No.
Reese walks over and directs Optica away to Fauna. Say, come on, let's go. Let's go.
Thank you, Reese.
Hmm.
Oh,
So-
Reese, someone's gonna die.
Yeah, that. Oh, shit. Did you meet someone in the hallway?
Dr. Hayden?
Let's go.
Bahai, you just heard this little conversation about somebody dying.
I look at Ginger and it says, I go, let's go.
Let's go. You know what? We should go to Kitty's bar.
All right.
I feel like we need a drink after what happened tonight.
Fine by me.
Optica, you want to go?
I was told to get back to my dorm as soon as possible. So,
I mean, you'll be hanging with Kitty. That's like the safest place ever. I mean, she's a big scary dragon.
she is a dragon. You know what? what? Why not? I was already told not to stay in the library, and I did that anyway. Fuck it. Who cares?
So Fauna is just like, all right, I'll go to the bar with you. Let's go. When the rest of the group gets up top, Cassie's not there. Xander is not there.
Shit, damn it.
This is weird.
Cassie.
Nothing.
And then the kiss.
Fauna, can you smell Xander anywhere?
No. But Xander uses like scentless shampoo for like hunting.
Can you smell Cassie anywhere?
No.
You're
And
still
you
in
hear
the
a little,
forest?
you hear a little noise.
I was right.
The little raccoon toddles out from a little mess of like it's supposed to be hay, but it's not hay.
Trash. I hold out my hands.
It has like a candy bar in its hands.
Oh, you got bribed.
Mihai,
Yes.
They are not in the woods.
Oh,
That
Where
will be
the-
your answer.
where the hell are they?
they are not here.
Pulls out phone, dials Xander.
Goes to voicemail. Fauna's like, oh, Xander usually turns off their phone at night so they can sleep.
So either they've been kidnapped or they snuck off to go have smooches.
I don't think Xander's like that though. I've never seen Xander really interested in anybody.
That or they're he's telling them about how he took my leg that one time.
That could be it. That was funny as hell.
Yeah. Macy's up next, you know that, right?
I know it at this point it's a tradition.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be her initiation.
Mm-hmm. Can we go with the left leg? The right leg's been chewed up a little bit.
Oh, I was gonna have her go for an arm.
Oh, something new this year. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Mihai, are you alright?
Yes.
You've been a little quiet. You're not being I'm fabulous.
I'm just on a.
I mean, we can get that edge off by having a drink at the bar. I'm pretty sure Kitty would let you drink even though you're underage.
I know. I'm just. Everything went kind of smoothly, so I'm waiting for the other shoe to
drop.
drop.
I think the other shoe's gonna drop downstairs. It's fine. Let's go. The
Optica,
pheromones
give
were really
Ginger
weird.
back her shotgun. Please give Ginger back her shotgun.
Ginger, no, she could keep it.
I mean, people do want to kill me, so I should have something.
Exactly, and I'll teach her how to use it.
Ooh, gonna learn how to use a gun.
We're going to the gun range this weekend.
Yes.
Let me know when. I'll go with y'all.
Perfect. We'll make a date out of it. Yeah, no, it smelled really weird between that one girl and Ezekiel. It was a little weird.
Yeah, they have history. Let's go.
Yeah, I know they have history. Her blood pressure was rised.
Prison.
Risen, rised,
Raised.
raised.
There we go. There we go. That's the word.
Potato, potato, tomato, tomato.
No one actually says those things.
I did say tomato.
Why are you answering me? I'm not hearing this scenario.
Mhm. When we get back to the where we entered,
Yes.
is my bike still there or
It's still there.
okay?
So y'all are heading towards the bar. Now back to the awkward situation that is down below.
Yep.
Nikki is sitting on the ground,
Right.
staring at you. You're staring at her.
He looks at
slowly-
me.
Yes,
and I
I-
look at him. He looks at me.
She's slowly pulling the hood over her head, which is the very well-known bashful side.
There's no need to be climbing up right now.
I don't know. It feels like I have to clam up.
Why do you feel like that's the case?
Feelings don't just die overnight.
I know. I'm very much aware of that.
So this is a little hard.
I know.
Part of me is just like, I want to start over, but there's no chance happening after what your friend said, I guess.
Up until barging in at Troy's house. Yes, you were speaking to me. We were kind of speaking to each other. I thought that was just guilt.
And that is my fault.
So, under the pretenses of believing you were dead, like still dead,
I know. A girl can hope, though.
but I don't want you to not move forward because you're clinging on to I don't want you clinging on to the past as a crutch.
Mom said that to me very recently.
It's honestly the first time you've brought up your parents.
It's very awkward. Both of my parents are kind of well known in town. It also might explain a few things.
Like what?
I don't know how to explain it. Because this is even beyond logical sense.
Okay.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of my dad in a few days. And I'm not referring to Troy.
Yeah. I figured.
Just hope my dad's not dead in a ditch somewhere.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. But I will say, since dying and coming back and learning all about supernatural things, granted, I love the show Supernatural. This is nothing like it at all.
No.
It explains a lot of things about my childhood. But, yeah. So, you're happy with Buffy?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you're happy, that's all I care about. And you know that.
Same for you. This is
My hopes were crushed a little bit tonight, but it's fine.
So what now?
I suggest we go back up there before people think we're doing things down here that we're not really doing.
Fair point, but I'm pretty sure they know better.
Yeah. I'm gonna apologize to Buffy later. Even though she'll probably don't want to hear it. I mean, I did almost kill her.
Yeah, but
She was gonna try to hit me with that thing that she stole from the playground.
yeah, I know.
Ugh.
A lot of bad decisions were had that night. A lot of bad decisions were made that morning as well.
Really?
Yeah.
You need to stop getting in trouble.
I try.
I know.
Also, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to be wanting to see my face for a while. Could you apologize to Troy for me next time you see him?
I can do that, but you know how stubborn that old man is.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, let's head up.
Yeah.
I'm climbing the ladder this time.
Yeah, I figured.
Actually, about halfway up the ladder, she freezes. Okay, I can't climb up anymore. Nope, too high. Too high.
Yep. Nah, he'll just
Yoinker and
yeah,
take a rip.
he'll just scoop her up and go on up.
There is no one out there. That you all been left behind.
That's fine. Ezekiel will close the trap door. Kind of
And then
scoot dead hay and shit back over it.
so Ellis appears. Oh, so you made it out.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
I mean, it would be a shame if something happened to Nikki.
Okay, Ellis.
Hmm?
What the fuck's going on?
A lot of things.
No shit.
Nikki is frantically tugging at your sleeve.
What is going on?
A lot of things. You need to be more specific than that.
You also already know what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, I don't. And then as they're starting to fade away,
Ezekiel's
Ellis looks right at Nikki.
not Ellis. Ezekiel's gonna try and stop Ellis from getting away.
Being a ghost.
Yeah.
Being a ghost doing ghost shit.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
He's going to try and grab him. Since he can also be intangible.
Okay.
Corporeal.
Roll volatile to try to grab Professor Ellis.
Yeah.
I will let you know, and Nikki is in a panic state right now.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of shit going on that Ellis seems to kind of be involved with. Kind of.
Okay.
Fuck. 7.
7. You managed to grab, but at the last possible second, they seem to wisp away out of your grip. And they just smile at Nikki. See you at family dinner, child. And then vanishes.
Duh.
And Ezekiel has that look of, wait, what?
Nikki is just like,
looks at Nikki, looks to where Ellis was. It's just like, wait, what the fuck?
that's Mom. And that's where we're gonna leave it.
Wait, what?
Fun fact about Monster Hearts: ghosts can have children.
Ah, shit. That's right.
Don't. How do you like them apples?
Optica, your face is very disturbed. How are you feeling?
Who smashed the ghost?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I was like, who the fuck's Dad?
Yeah, who smashed the ghost?
Actually, y'all have already met Dad.
Oh, I'm sure we have.
Is it?
She
Cecil.
said she hasn't heard from her dad in a few days.
Oh my god, it's Vincent, isn't it?
Are you fucking kidding me?
The devil and a ghost?
Are
Is Nikki
you
the
fucking-
Antichrist?
Which explains her skin the unseen of being an invisible person now. Da-da-da.
Sort of, kind of, not really. Like, sure, because
No,
Ellis
the
is a
background
ghost.
with it. The background with it is experimentation. So
Yeah, but
Remy Vincent.
Ghost.
what the fuck?
magic. Okay, Optica, what was your favorite moment?
Oh my god. Oh, back to the dumbass brigade. I love my notes. I guess the diary entries was pretty interesting. But the Phantom of the Opera references, the cave,
Beautiful.
the Spirit Halloween torches, the fucking boat, and the mist, and the lake, and all of that. And the fact that Seb was like, what in the Phantom of the Opera is this? That sealed it. That was awesome. I love that.
Yeah, he may be old as fuck, but he understands references.
Yeah.
And where can we find you?
You can find me here with Dinner and a Game on Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, Saturday mornings, and Monday nights starting September 12th. That's also my birthday week. And I will be starting up my own stream again soon because it is Nano Prep season, and I will be starting my first draft of the Kingdoms of Mist novel version this November. So if you want to see the process for that, I will be streaming it on Twitch soon. I'm just trying to set my stuff up.
All right, Ezekiel.
Yes.
Your favorite moment of today?
In honesty, yeah, the shenanigans, but primarily that last minute fucking bombshell you just dropped. And
By the way, that's been planned.
Still.
That is one of the only planned things that I have for this game. Where can we find you, if at all?
Yeah, so you find me here on Saturday mornings for this game. On the 12th, I'll be back here for M's other game of Changeling that will be starting up then. I have a TikTok, but I'm not sure exactly what the fuck to do with that yet, so that's kind of there.
Beautiful.
Occasional some shit will pop up.
Reese, what was your favorite moment today, and where can we find you?
I mean, aside from the bombshell, just Reese and Ezekiel both just kind of like chilling underwater with the gym teacher, just like,
hey, bruh.
And then you can find me at Eskel's Tower on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and then here on Saturdays.
All right, I will do my usual spill before we wrap up with Ray. Like always, hi, I am Star Shard Stories. You can find me under any iteration on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. On Monday night, starting September 12th, you can find us here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Changeling the Lost, which is Trauma, the tabletop game. Then Tuesdays here for Emerald Sanctums, which is a multi-splat World of Darkness chronicle that our lovely host runs. Every other Thursday, you can find me on to turn to page 394. Every other Friday, you can find me on Beggar Street for Exalted the Volition of Onyx and Gold. And then this weekend, we'll be announcing 2 new games that we're going to be playing on the Figment Collective on Friday nights and Sunday afternoons. And you can find me here on Saturday afternoons, running this lovely show. And Ray, your favorite moment?
I loved the twist at the end. That was probably my favorite thing. We've kind of been, I didn't know anything about Nikki's background or anything like that, so it was good to get that tie-in. It's going to be interesting to see where that goes. So yeah, that was my fave.
And wrap us up like always.
You got it. All right, folks. Well, you can find Dinner and Games information on our link tree. Remember, following us here gets you entered to win our contest where we're giving away that set of books, which is going to be given away. We hit 1,000 followers, and right now we're sitting, thanks to all the follows we got today, it was amazing. Thank you all very much. Right now we're sitting at 946, so we are really driving fast to that goal. If you guys want to spread the word around, the sooner we get there, the sooner we give this bad boy away, and that's this set of books, which is the D&D core set. This is the limited edition set, so instead of being a regular cover, it is a foil stamped cover. So it's shiny, it's sparkly, and it looks wonderful. It comes with a DM screen and that slipcase. Also, don't forget that every show we give away the actual raffle tickets. The raffle tickets will get you in our drawing for the mini of the month, and this month's mini is Astorath, the Archdevil of Wrath, one of the Princes of Hell, and he is actually about an 8-inch tall mini. He's about 6-inch wide base, and he is a 4K mini, so he prints out the quality you see there. Now we're going to go ahead and see what we can do to find someone to raid. Just remember, at dinner game, we always save you a seat at the table. If you guys have to go anywhere, please make sure you mask up. Please make sure you're doing social distancing. We're still in surges. It's going to be happening. It's just a part of the way we live now. Sorry for it, but there's nothing we can do. So let's go ahead and make the best of it. And we're going to go ahead and actually take this and go somewhere else. Anyone got any preferences for raids?
I'm seeing World Anvils on, as well as Total Party Kiss.
Yeah, I see both of them.
World Tree Quest is also on. It is, if I remember correctly, it's World Tree Quest. They're doing a thing called D&D, the High Star Festival today.
Let's do this to World Tree Quest. World Tree Quest.
Yep.
So we can go ahead and see what they're doing. And remember, for those of you who are new to Twitch in any way, we're going to be rating them, which means we're going to take our audience, we're going to jump into their audience, make sure you let them know the Dinner and a Game sent you, and make sure you, if you can, give them a follow. It's the biggest serotonin boost that creators can ever get. Just watching all the follows coming in today made me feel amazing, and thank you all so much. And we're gonna try and do the same thing for World Tree Quest. So thank you all very much for your time today. Thank you very much for getting up early and being with us. Remember, the show will be next Saturday as well. And remember, be good to each other and just try and take care of each other and have a good day. All right?
Goodbye.
You got to promise me. Promise me.
Promise you what?
That you're going to take care of each other.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Never.
All right. See you guys later.
Never.
See you guys later, except Seb.
All right.
Bye, guys.